roughly 2 minutes. Standard is 2 minutes for me, I'd say.
Yeah, I usually have my standard of waiting time to be like 5 minutes, just so I have a little bit of time to like quickly post like a little story on Instagram so I can let people know that I'm streaming on there.
You post a whole story, my goodness.
Yeah, when I'm feeling ambitious.
Going live story, my goodness.
It's like a quick one. It's nothing like too fancy. It's just a little, huh, here I am. This is what I'm doing.
Everyone, join.
Show up if you want to. It would mean a lot to me if you show up.
We love people showing up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Indeed.
I just switched over as well. I see you did too.
Yes.
Hi everybody. Hello. I'm learning art today. I have a teacher.
That's me. I am the teacher. I teach things because I know things.
I hope so.
I hope you know things. Otherwise, why did I hire you
I
to
hope
do
you know
this,
things.
huh?
That's why I want to learn things.
You're like, please. Sensei.
Please teach me. Yes, exactly. You're my sensei today, so I'm following your lead here.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I have much to learn about art, but I want to learn.
Yes. So, hey, welcome to the chat. All right. So, some of the first things that I noted down earlier today was just... Okay, let me open up a new thing. Real quick. So,
That seemed a little advanced for me.
opening a window? Opening a new
I
canvas?
saw like figures.
Oh, yeah, this is a...
Actual proportions, and I'm like, that doesn't look like beginner art.
No, don't worry. This is the character sheet for one of my webcomic characters. We're not gonna worry about that.
Okay.
I was working on her earlier, so I had her open.
Pretty.
But yeah, I know, she's so pretty. But so your voices sound really similar at first, not gonna lie. That's funny.
They sound similar?
Apparently.
I never thought about it.
I don't know. I'm also sick, so I mean, maybe that's another reason why I might feel a
Oh,
little
so I
weird.
sound sick.
I'm sure I sound... No! No! I didn't mean it that way!
I'm just messing.
Okay, so one of the things that, I'm not sure if you already have this, but one thing I like to have open is the navigator window, which makes it so you can see your entire canvas without having to like zoom out constantly.
I do. I never look at it. Almost never, but I do have it up.
Yeah, I have it as like a completely separate window from my actual like entire Clip Studio Paint canvas.
Oh.
So I have it like up on my next window so I can just like look from here and then look up at it so I can see what I'm drawing up from up there as well.
Ooh.
But that's one thing that I find that's very important. And also I did notice after looking at how you have your Clip Studio setup, it is very different from how mine is.
Yeah, everybody kind of... I saw some like examples online, but so far this has been working for me. I've been using this for like a couple of the doodles I've done, and I've been liking it so far.
It's interesting. I haven't tried to do it like that. Maybe I'll try doing that at some point. But
yeah, I haven't used... I mean, some of these I haven't used much. Like I haven't really used the... I only use the color mixing like a tiny little bit, and then I haven't really used the intermediate color. It kind of confuses me. So
yeah, that
those
is
two I haven't
fun.
really used, but everything else is...
Yeah,
I'm pretty happy with the layout.
yeah,
Or at least it's been working
great.
for me for now. But that's the thing. It's like one thing I want to learn is definitely more of the brushes and the the pens and whatnot. So I feel like I'll move things around if once I start using more of those and knowing like what I want to look for.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, so what other
What canvas size you want to work on?
I'll probably open up a square maybe. That'd probably be good for now. Usually I
Square?
tend to work on like my Instagram canvas size, which is usually like 2048 by 2560. Just because I draw a lot of stuff that I want to put on Instagram. But we can just do like a 2000 by 2000 square if that sounds okay.
Okay.
And definitely make sure your resolution is at like 350 at least. I always like to keep that at either like 600 or 350. Just because if you ever want to print anything,
72.
yeah, make sure you have that up, because otherwise, if you ever want to print any of your stuff, that's really important.
I don't foresee myself printing, but it's good to like have the option to if I ever want it in the future.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I'm pretty sure it also helps with just like other things as well, but I don't have the brain to remember that right now. Okay, so let me think. What's a good place to start? Because I had a bunch of notes of like things that you specifically wanted to try doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I can definitely tell you about what brushes I like to use, or like I'll just continue with like some of these other settings that I have.
Yeah, that works. I think I've mostly used the G Pen.
Yeah, same here.
I think I might have used one of the others. And then for coloring, I've been mostly using the India ink. Which one? I need to up my
yes,
thing.
I am reading
working
chat.
on a much
We're
smaller.
talking.
Yeah, I was using the India ink brush pen.
Nice, nice.
Is what I've been mainly using for coloring. So those two are pretty much the main ones I've found so far through my limited trial and error to try to find something that I liked enough.
Yeah, of course. And like oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. But yeah, it doesn't matter too much. Of course, you just gotta find whatever you feel comfortable with, or like whatever feels good for you. Of course, like I follow a lot of other artists on Instagram, so I see like if I ever see like other people and see like kinds of brushes that I like them using, then sometimes I'll try to find out what they're using so I can try using it to see if it's something I might like. Along with I'll just browse the Clip Studio Paint section, like their whole like their free section of brushes, because I know they have a lot of fun free assets that you can use.
Yeah, really I know they have a bunch, but since I don't know what I want and what the difference is and how to use them, I haven't really explored all of the free brushes, and I didn't want to like download a bunch of stuff when I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, no worries. There is at least one brush I would definitely recommend you getting, and that's the JL Pen Blur, which is really nice because like I'll show you right now what it does. But it's essentially like if you ever, which I do a lot of blurring for a lot of my stuff, and so I don't want to have to go and do like filter blur all the time. So instead I have like this brush that can just blur it for me. Which I really like. But it's called...
What was the name again?
JL Pen Blur.
JL Pen... I'm writing this way too big.
Yeah, no worries. What is the word for a furry for geometric shapes? What are you talking about? If you're at Yellero friend, why not? Do you know this Fox 1135?
Yeah, I know Fox. We're not playing Digimon.
Your VTuber model looks great. Thank you, Fox. Thanks. And 12-sided, I don't know what you're talking about with the furry thing. We're not gonna worry about that.
What was this question?
He said, what is the word for a furry for geometric shapes? But that's also my brother, so he could just be messing with us. So we're not gonna worry about that. We're not gonna worry about whatever he's saying over there. Nah, my VTuber looks mid. Thanks, 12-sided. Thank you. But yeah, the JL pen blur is really good. That one is so good. I use it all the time for like blush and like lighting for hair and stuff.
Yeah, I do not know how lighting works.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
let's just do like a run through of, I guess, the things I know and the things I do not know. I don't know what the word rendering means. I see people say like, oh, this took X amount of hours to render and here's what the difference is. And I mean, it looks nicer for sure, but I don't know what the word means. If it just meant they spent more time doing shading and lighting. I don't actually understand what the term means.
Yeah, no worries.
So I feel like that's a good place to start. I just need general knowledge, I feel.
No worries. I can give you...
Again, I can
give you an example.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm loading up one of my other drawings as an example. So this is one of my drawings. Now I'm gonna see if I can pull this apart so you can see what... Okay, so this is where the rendering process starts. Rendering is essentially going from having like the flat colors to having it look like this. Like that's the entire rendering process.
But okay, but it's just like rendering
stuff.
is just the term for process of putting in like shading and lighting.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh my god, my brother is roasting me in the chat right now. Oh my god.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, maybe for him, but... But yeah, that's all that rendering is. It's just the process of the shading and making it look more poppy. But let's see, what else? There's also...
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if there's like more to it, or if it's just like, oh, I'll make the art gooder, and that's rendering.
Gooder.
Yeah.
There is a couple other things that I think would be good to point out for you. So like, first I'll show you, there's this one brush that I also recommend you getting that is called the Erase Along Edge. I'm pretty sure that's the one. But so what we want to do with that one is that if you look down here at my bottom area right here, I have like, we have this like a reference layer button. Do you know how to use the reference layers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I do know how to use those, yeah.
Yeah, so this brush,
or at least I have,
is
used
specifically to where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So this brush just fills in whatever you have like above it. Which I definitely find very helpful. especially when it comes to like filling in stuff, and it can be a pain to try to fill in like a drawing, like an outline, but then
Yeah.
it only fills up to like a certain point.
So I know you can like customize your like pens and brushes. Are all of the like these ones, for example, like could you create this yourself if you like go through all the settings to customize it? Is that how they're created
Say that again?
essentially? Because there's a bunch of settings to like customize your own like pens and whatnots. So
Ew.
I'm saying these ones that we're like downloading, the JL Pen Blur, the Erase-A-Lon Edge, would you theoretically be able to create that yourself with like the settings over here?
So
I was just curious.
like a lot of the stuff with that, like that over there is like you can adjust like the tool's properties.
Mm-hmm.
So you can change like one. I always like to like change my stabilization a lot whenever with my pens.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one that's definitely good, but I mean, you can definitely make your own like pens and stuff, but those on the side are just like your own specifications for how you want the brush to work.
I've just heard of people like customizing their pen, so I wasn't sure how many options were available, because I know like by default some are hidden, so I wasn't sure if there was a bunch more, and that's how those ones we're downloading come to get
Yeah.
birthed.
Yeah, no worries. Makes sense. I have lost all of my train of thought, so I'm like trying to reconnect. But let's see. And I'm guessing you already, do you know how all the tools work on like the side here with like the layering and like the blending mode and stuff?
Which one?
If you look on the side, like all the layer options you have over here.
I don't think I've used all of them.
Have you messed with the blending mode at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. So blending mode is
Oh
definitely
wait, up
gonna
here.
be...
I think I've used I think multiply
Yeah.
to make shadows.
Yes.
I think that's the only one I've used.
Multiply is good. A couple others that I like to use a lot would be
Or shading rather.
I've used like color and saturation and hue before, just to change like colors of stuff on the go. Along with add glow is one that I use a lot because I like to make things glow a lot. In which otherwise, that one I also have used like soft light overlay and pen light quite a bit as well. It all depends though. I would say just like whenever it comes to just your regular drawing stuff, just experiment a lot. Just experiment with a bunch of them to see what kind of effect you might get.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I like went through some of them, but I wasn't 100% sure how they were used like effectively.
Okay, yeah. Like, I can probably give an example. Like
What do you use those ones for?
Like, what's a good example? I was working on making an eye tutorial for YouTube, so I can pull up that.
Eyes?
Yeah, because I love drawing eyes, but so this is a good example of like I used a lot of add glow on this actually, but you can get like different like color like blending modes you can get. The blending mode can make it so you can blend the colors with the layering like in different ways, which can make them look very interesting depending on how you combine them. So it's just a lot of messing around, but like definitely I use a lot of AdGlow. That's the one I use the majority of the time, but Multiply and AdGlow, that's usually what I use the most, but I do use those other ones. Like, there isn't a lot of rules to it. It's just a lot of like kind of messing around and figuring out what you like. But otherwise, I just realized I didn't grab myself some water, so I will be back in just a moment.
Okay.
And when
I'll just keep
back,
your chat company then.
Yeah. I don't know what they're talking about, but I just ruined my beautiful orange paint. I'm sorry about that. I just rubbed some peppermint oil on my knuckle and now it feels like an ice cube. Okay, I don't know what... The majority of them are my siblings that are in the chat right now freaking out. Oh my god. Okay, I'll be back. I need to go grab my water. I forgot that I might be talking quite a bit for this, so...
Goodbye.
Yes, I will be back.
See you soon. Alright, Daisy Queen's siblings. Tell me everything. Tell me every embarrassing secret before she comes back. Don't leave anything out. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to use. What are you doing? I'm just like drawing on my own a little bit. Oh, it's cause I changed this thing. I'm just having fun drawing over here. She said eye, so now I'm drawing a face. But it's like coming off of the canvas. I like it. I like this dude. I don't know what he is. But I like his attitude. I've pretty much just drawn like doodles so far. I guess doodles. I mean, I drew like costumes and edits. I don't know if that counts as doodles. They took me a while. Does it count as doodling if it takes you like multiple hours to make? Maybe that's not doodling anymore. But I feel like they look like doodles. They're doodle style in my brain. I call them that. You can hear your straw.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I am back. Okay.
You got your water?
Yes, I got my water. I am hydrated.
Slurpee.
What is Daisy cooking
Sip,
today?
sip.
I am cooking drawings. We are cooking Yolero. We're not going to worry about that. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay.
I cooked up a little dude.
It looks like that lemon guy.
Oh, man, I guess it's like I imagined him friendlier than that, but I see what you're looking
He's
at.
peeking around the corner. What is he planning?
Yeah. You just give it a little peek.
I wasn't ready to fear for my life.
He's trying to steal your secrets.
He's a sneaky little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Alright. I'm thinking we could try drawing something and then I can put in a couple random information I might know along the way.
Okay.
So what is it we want to try drawing?
You're the teacher. What's a good place to start?
I guess we could try drawing like a character head, like a profile picture.
Okay.
So
Just
of
like a
course-
face?
Yeah, like a face at some kind of face. In which I'll also tell you whenever it might look a little chaotic for you for how I do stuff because I layer practically everything.
I mean, isn't that just good practice?
It is actually, yeah. It is very good practice to be just layering everything you put down.
I'm honestly amazed when I see like people drawing online and they have so many things on the same layer. It terrifies me because I'm not even remotely
Yeah.
at that level. I feel like I have to draw like every line on a different layer.
Maybe not that far. You might be on a different level than I am at this point if you're worried about every single line.
No, I was exaggerating. But I do feel like I use a decent amount. I don't know if I should be trying to use less or if I'm okay where I'm at. I can't draw an
Oh,
oval.
thank you for the follow.
I'm trying to draw an oval. I can't draw an oval. How do you draw a circle?
So there is actually a circle tool that you can use if you want to
No,
cheat.
I want to draw a circle. There's a time and a place for a perfect circle, but I want like a good circle, but not like perfect. You know what I mean?
No worries. Oh, have you used the liquefy tool at all?
I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar.
Oh, I have found your new best friend.
Okay.
So the liquefy tool, you might see it on the side over here. It kind of looks like a weird little grid that's kind of like been squiggled.
Oh, yeah.
So you can change like the strength of this, like by how much it actually like warps your stuff. But so you can just use it to adjust shapes you draw. And I usually try whenever I'm doing like an outline of something.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not.
But I use this to adjust like my lines all the time.
Huh.
So I would, oh Lord, I got so distracted for a second. Blanc, thank you for following. I saw that a second ago and I don't remember if I said anything
confused
about
by
it.
this.
But so you can change the shape of that, or like
I
the
definitely
the
don't know how
size
to
of
use it.
Because I do have my brush size for this like huge. I have it at like 800 for the size of the brush. I'd probably put
You
the
can make
strength
some
at
nice
28.
Rorschach pictures with this.
Oh yeah, that is weird. You already made some abstract art already.
Exactly. I guess that's the only thing I can make, but it's just my
It's cool.
style.
It's cool. It's so cool. I had something I specifically wanted to say about this, but I can't remember, so we're not going to worry about it. But
Cool.
But oh yeah,
I see what you mean. The 800 is nice.
so with my tablet, I actually on my stylus I have a button that I use to actually like change the shape of my brush without having to adjust on the side.
Hmm.
So unfortunately I have a small leg up in this scenario, but we're not gonna worry about it. It'll be fine, it'll be fine.
I'm trusting you.
Oh yeah, have you used the scale and rotate at all for any of your drawings?
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
I don't rotate a ton, but I mean, I have scaled.
Yeah,
I'll
rotating.
use rotate every once in a while,
Rotating can be good. I definitely don't use it enough because it can be good for your hand at least.
but yeah, that's fair.
Because using, like, rotating your wrist a lot whenever you're drawing is not really recommended. Just because it can be put a bit of pressure on your wrist, but
How wrists work.
they rotate.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. But I'm gonna start off my circle like this big. And then after that with the
To be
head, I
honest,
usually
I've just been messing around with this liquify tool, trying to make a better oval instead of
It's a
trying
potato!
to draw a better starting point.
Nah, I like your potato.
Thank you. It shall become a face at some point.
I would just erase that line.
Yeah.
I see you trying to push it away with the...
I just wanted to see if it was possible.
Oh, bless me. Potato demon.
Oh. That, I guess it's just what his head is then.
Potato.
I could draw a better one if I just kept going, but I don't know how long that'll take.
Fair enough.
So we're gonna work with Lumpy.
Nice.
Because that's the thing, like now that it's like a head, I have a head that I like. Now I'm like, okay, new layer to draw anything else on top of the head.
Yes. And I also recommend whenever you do your first like initial sketch to have your line art be like either like a red or like blue or green or whatever.
I've heard
color
there's
you
like
want to do.
yeah, like pink. It's like is it this one? Yeah, like
Yeah,
this
something
color.
like that.
I've seen lots of like this shade pink.
Yeah, it's whatever color you want to do. It's just something you want to have pop out with before, like you want it to be something that stands out from your black outline whenever you start doing your, like, outline across your sketch. Just because...
Oh, are we sketching right now?
Yeah, this is the sketch.
Oh, we're making reference heads and faces.
Yeah!
Luckily, I have learned how to... Somewhere, I can change
Oh my god.
the color of the lines on my layer. Where is it? Aha, I found it. No, that's the wrong one. I lied.
I'm just watching
But
your
I know
screen to
it's
see what's
somewhere.
happening.
The thing is, like, I know it's somewhere, I just don't remember where it is. Oh, I found it.
Oh?
There we go. Now it's changed.
What? Wait, what did you do?
What
What did you do?
Edit. So you choose a color first, and then you do edit and convert to drawing color, and that converts your entire layer to a different color.
Wait, edit.
So you can recolor like one layer later if you need to. If
Convert
you like,
drawing to color.
yeah.
Oh. I did not know that was a thing. Usually I just did like
Ooh.
alpha lock and then color over it.
Ah, that sounds good too. That sounds like that would make sense.
I mean, either works. That one definitely sounds a little faster though, instead of having to just go.
As long as you don't lose it, like I always do. I always figure out like I forget which tab it's in.
You lose it.
Yeah, I do.
I lost it. I lost
Can
it.
never
in the
re-find
soup.
it.
Yes, and then I usually do like a little cross in the middle of the face so I can get an idea as to where I want to put the eyes, the mouth, the nose, all that fun stuff. And then after you have the cross, you can also use that to define exactly like what kind of what kind of way your face is going to be facing, like if you want to have it Like
Yeah,
rotate it
never.
aside or
Yeah, since
that
I
type of
haven't like
thing?
messed around with like a lot of perspectives, I haven't really used the like face cross.
Yeah. It can definitely be good if you want to make sure that the sizing of things feels accurate, or um it's good to keep track of your placing at least. But there's a bunch of different ways that people can do it. I have drawn a potato demon before, really now. Oh my god.
When I got Clip Studio, because I'd used Krita a little bit beforehand, but still
Krita?
not very much. So, but the very first thing I did was I just spent like multiple hours combing through a bunch of different like settings, like all of the what are they called? When you press a key and it does a thing.
The frickin' oh god, I know what this is.
You forgot the word too. No.
Hold on. Hold on, because I'm using them right now.
Right? Yeah. Anyway, I set those up. I spent multiple hours figuring out all of the shortcuts, the shortcut keys.
Yes. Those
And
things
I
we use
set
all
up
the time.
Yeah, and I set a bunch of those up since I at least knew like sort
Yeah.
of what was going to be useful. You know, things like eyedropper, erase, like the rotate, stuff like that, and
redo,
redo,
all that fun snazzy
deselect.
stuff.
Deselect is an important one for me because it's always like a weird combination of keys. See, I just set like a bunch of those up. That way it would be slightly easier. I can flip pretty easily horizontally and vertically. Although I always forget I have that because I don't use it super often.
Yeah, I have like on my tablet I have all of my shortcuts all on the side of my tablet because I have at least like 8 different buttons I can push for different things.
Yeah, because you've got a bigger one than me, so you've got more buttons.
I have a big one.
I have 4 buttons, but 2 of them I set to wheels to the radial menu.
Oh.
So I've got multiple options for 2 of them. And then the other 2 are just undo and redo. Because I'm like, I'm gonna use those so often they need their own separate button. And then my pen has 2 buttons as well, so I guess technically I have 6, which I currently have as eyedropper and rotate.
I also do a lot of copy and paste as well.
I feel like I need to set one up to like reset the view. Because I have a rotate, but I don't have a reset display.
Yeah, I just
and
use,
I need a shortcut for that.
Do you have a like a quick access like tab, right? Because that's that thing I have open here on the side. Because it has like flip horizontal, flip vertical, reset display, free transform, mesh transform.
Let me see what it looks like. Have your thing set very small.
Yeah, I have to have it set so small just so that my canvas is bigger.
I don't know
on my
if I have that. Do I have that somewhere?
You might be able to open it if you go to like window. You might be able to find like. I wonder what that would be called. Yeah, there's a quick access window.
Quick access?
Yeah.
I don't see the way. Oh, I found it. Oh yeah, mine was not set up.
Oh,
wow,
no.
Look at that.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can have all those fun buttons.
Well, I guess I can get rid of some now, which will be easier.
Yeah, I have my stuff so small just because, like, I'm
So
sure
I'm gonna put that
your
up
monitor
here since I never look at this
makes
other
it
one.
so you can have it, like, so big. So big.
I'm gonna make this smaller because this is gonna be used a lot. Oh yeah, it's got reset display right here. Oh, that's so nice. See, this is the type of stuff I need to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a bunch of random stuff I know. But there's just like, because along with drawing, because drawing, of course, is my biggest thing that I know how to do. But I also have like just random like skills I have that I just have. There's not much of other reason for it. Like I know recently I started doing like acrylic painting. And
That sounds fun.
yeah, it is actually. It's a lot of fun. But it's like one of those things that I'm like, I didn't know I could do it until I tried to. And I also based it off of the realization that I had where I had tried oil painting like a long time ago. And oil painting is very different compared to acrylic painting.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, I hate
The thing
oil
is, like,
painting.
I know they're all like different skills, but I don't necessarily know what they each entail.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of, I mean, it's fun trying, like, different mediums just to see how it works, which acrylic painting is, like, it is, like, a little reminiscent of how digital painting works, because with acrylic painting, you can just keep layering stuff onto the paint until it, like, looks good. Similar to, like, layers, except... Of course, if you mess up, you can just paint over it instead of you deleting it.
Right, yeah. See what you mean.
So on that front, you just gotta be a little careful, but it still feels nice. And it's really funny because one thing I feel like I do a lot whenever I do any drawing streams on here is just... It'll be a lot of me, like, trying to do the same line, like, 100 times.
Yeah, I redo lines a lot, and I would like to just be able to draw it better. And if I could draw like the line that I want in like 5 or 10 tries, I would be happy. But it takes me a lot more sometimes, unless I'm really lucky.
Yeah. A little while ago, I was given the realization that sometimes I just need to, like, stop where, like, even if it's not perfect, it's okay. It's all right.
That makes sense.
Because sometimes it's better to just get the drawing done instead of having to be stuck trying to draw like one thing for like, I don't know, 30 minutes. Which is hard because I feel like I need to make it look perfect.
At least want it to look good.
Yes.
I don't even know what I'm drawing at this point.
You're drawing a picture.
I guess so. Is this how learning works?
Yes.
This feels like doing. It's more than just a face now, though. And I'm going to be honest, I think I spent the least amount of time on the actual face. Oh, yeah, you're like drawing hair and everything. Hair is something I want to learn. I want to draw better hair.
Yeah, I've done a lot of that. I do draw hair, yes.
I think my sketch is done.
Oh yeah?
I mean, what do I do
Bold,
now? Do I
going
just add more
shirtless.
details? Well, that's my question. Like, am I supposed to be adding more details? When is a sketch finished?
A sketch is finished when you feel like it's complete. Like...
Okay, well, I definitely don't feel like this is complete. I just felt like it had the
Oh, really?
main parts down.
Oh my god. My boyfriend Jacob in the background, whenever I said like bold going shirtless, he had taken off his shirt to go do VR. And he was very scared.
That's some intense VR. Gotta take off his shirt to get into it.
Yeah, doing some exercising VR.
Yeah, it's pretty serious. My goodness.
Yeah, he's earthbending in VR, probably.
My goodness. Now he has a shirt. All it takes is one little line to make shirt.
Oh yeah, there are some brushes that I found a while ago that are really nice for like clothing because they have like the little seams that you can draw on there. That makes it nice and quick. It's like those little dotted lines, you know?
It's got like, it draws like fabric texture.
Yeah, it does like the little yeah, like this.
Oh, interesting.
Does like the little seams around like the shirt part.
Huh.
Which you can see how I do the shirt for this character. To get an idea as to what you might want to add, possibly. So like then you can add like those little lines along like the edges of the shirt sections. I can speak English. This is where I start rotating.
My shirt needs a design, you're saying.
Yeah, I also, whenever it comes to like those little parts between like the arm and like the chest, I do like to do like these little things to show those kind of like wrinkles in between like the
Oh yeah, it's like folds. It's folding.
Yeah. Yeah. Are
That's
you
the
doing
thing though,
the
like
S?
I don't super know, like I know they exist, but I don't super know how to make them.
Yeah, I can show you an example of I can put all this together and show you. Let me throw these all into a folder real quick.
I can make these lines go at the same angle and be roughly equal length. That would be wonderful.
I'm gonna give myself a body real quick.
You know what? This one's good enough. Wait, did I do it wrong?
Give me a quick body. There's a body. Okay. So here's our body.
Hello.
And how we do the little wrinkles that I like to do all the time.
I did do it wrong. It's supposed to be like this.
Do those. Maybe a little seam.
Pull up, Booney.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Do like a little bit of clothing sticking up at the corners there. Maybe some poofy sleeves. With some little... cute little sleeves.
Somebody better be dying.
Okay, so it's like a loop.
Yeah, I do
And,
a lot of these loops.
The thing, like, I don't know how to... I don't know what wrinkles look like. I don't have an eye for wrinkles yet.
Ah,
I don't know how to
that's
draw
good.
them.
I like to make them nice and long, but
We'll find out.
I guess since I drew
it kind of looks
these
like a
lines
little arrow.
roughly at where they would like end, then that's kind of where I might need to take that back a little bit, so maybe not.
Do like a little loop. It kind of turns out looking like a little arrow pointing down into their
Yeah. That'll work. Just that actually is pretty much what you drew, isn't it?
it's an arrow with a little loop.
I mean, I gave the shirt a design. I don't know if there's other
Nice.
things I want to add to it. I just want him to wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, then perfect. Like you could probably maybe some eyebrows.
What? What are eyebrows?
Eyebrows?
Those aren't real.
What are those? Eyebrows. What are those?
Nope.
Oh my goodness. I have a kitty on my lap.
Is it being nice or is it not being nice?
He's being nice, but buddy, I can't draw with you right here. Oh, hey, Willu, welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Doing stuff.
Why are you doing a bunch of guitar riffs?
Everything again.
Welcome. I'm teaching my friend Yolero here how to draw stuff.
What have you taught me so far? Go through it all.
We did some technical stuff. Gave you some idea, like brushes. We also started doing
Soliciting solicitors saying they're not solicitors.
like sketch walkthrough stuff. However, there was a little bit of derailment with no cross for the eyes and nose and mouth. How dare you?
Yeah.
He figured it out. He figured out where he's looking. Forward. Pretty much. Roughly forward.
Can you break a person's ankle within the drawing world? That's a very specific... Well, there you go.
Yes, you can.
You are soon to die.
Let me draw you an
We can
example.
make it happen. Draw you an example of
Wait, is this
breaking
dot on
someone's
my
ankle?
see a dot. There's
Yeah.
a dot floating in space. Is this like, wait, is it on a layer? Which layer is it on?
Uh-oh.
I found it. It's a random dot. I just noticed. I'm like, I'm
I hate
at,
that when that happens and you can't figure
I'm
out
at
what layer
8
it is.
layers currently.
Oh, let me
Like,
see
I don't know
how
which
many
one is
layers I
on.
got here.
All right. Let me see.
I will say a lot of, like, if you want some good advice for just like learning how to draw in general, is just
I do.
trying to draw from reference. So if you have like a drawing of something that you want to try to duplicate, you can try doing that, and that is very good practice.
Finally got a disc.
That's what I always recommend to people, is taking like a picture and trying to draw that.
How do I get better? Practice.
Better practice.
That was my assumption.
You do a disc and then do the jump.
It's-
ability right through and you
That's what I've done. It's a lot of just drawing from reference, seeing like what
two gates of
seeing stuff that other people do and trying to replicate that.
Right. Like I've been browsing art since I've wanting to get more into it, and I've figured out like which styles and I guess types of techniques I'm interested in and which ones I'm not.
Yeah.
But I don't even remotely know where to begin learning their type of art is the thing.
Yeah, no worries. In which we can definitely give that a try with like if you show me a picture of, I know I don't think you sent me any of the drawings that you said that you specifically
didn't, I
wanted to draw,
forgot.
like
I forgot to. So no, I did
'Cause
not.
if you show me what you like, what kind of style you want to try to achieve, I can try to show you how to get to that point.
Here's the problem. There's a bunch of different art styles. I just kind of saved a bunch that I like. And let's see, I've got an art references folder. And it is... oh, smaller than I thought it was. It's got a lot of pictures in it. I don't even know where to begin sending them. I think it's I would have to scroll through them all and show you
Yeah, you could
which
stream that
parts
if you
of
want, if
each
you
artwork
can.
I'm interested in. Because some of them I'm also like, it's not so much the artwork as a whole, but specific parts of the artwork.
I gotcha. You could try streaming your screen then. And then
No.
okay then. All right then. If you want to be that way,
Maybe
Okay.
for some of these pictures.
like Yolero, please.
Duck.
Oh, I'm
I
not going to
can't
show
help
you
you
this
if
art
you don't.
folder. I also feel like it would take a really long time.
Hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
If I allow
I feel like the way I do the stick figure, he's more going to be breaking someone's knee than
You're still trying to draw the
ankle.
break in the ankle.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how.
No.
Okay. So I have
You're a
my
little too
character
small.
here, but I can show you the rendering process, if you will.
Wait, you're rendering now from the sketch?
From the sketch that I have, at least. I would say, possibly in the next session we do, it might be good to try, if we find, like, a specific, like, character or drawing that you like, we can try to replicate it in a way, or, like, a character that you like. We can try replicating it and
All right, here's my drawing.
either
I
that
finished it.
or nice.
It did end up being, I think, more of his knee than ankle, but it should be broken enough.
Very nice, very nice. Very good, very good.
Yeah, so what do you do with your sketch? You draw a sketch, but then you said you start rendering from the sketch, you don't draw like, I guess, is that your outline now?
So this sketch is now, so this is the sketch. And this is when I start doing the outlining part of it. So like I turn down the opacity of the sketch and then I take out my G pen or whatever pen I want to do. I know.
What pen do you want to do?
I'm probably gonna do G pen.
Okay. Is that like the standard go-to for a lot of line art? Wait, what did you use for the sketch?
For the sketch I was using just like the regular pencil. Just because I like to have that kind of texture whenever I'm doing it, because then whenever I'm doing my line art, it has like the clean finish kind of line. Similar to that of like a marker.
But you want
pen.
the I guess unclean look for your sketches.
Yeah, that's what I like to do at least. And then
Good point. I was just on the G pen for it because again I don't have
I
a
probably could have
method
told
currently.
you
I don't have a
that,
method.
I
guess I do have a method, but it's not very. It's not fully formed.
Yeah, I got you. No worries. Yeah. Yeah, I usually start pencil for any kind of sketching, because before I actually started doing digitally, I did actually do like sketches in my sketchbook with like a regular pencil before. And I did a lot of that. I didn't even I did a couple drawings with marker now that I think about it, but
Yeah, you're only one rank behind me.
yeah, so this is a oh my god. So this is a good place to start. I know I
put some of these in folders because I'm like, there's too many layers right now.
I mess around with my pen width a lot whenever it comes with line art stuff.
Okay.
Because I've also done like
For what
line
reasons?
art with like this.
I don't know how I did that. I'm gonna be honest.
Like this kind of like Millie pen marker.
No,
is one
I
that
meant
I've used
like,
a bit.
when do you mess around with line widths?
I mean, this is like more of, this is one of those things that you don't really need to worry about right now, but
What do I need to worry about right now?
I know why I'm using
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just don't know.
Because line thickness is only something that I worry about now, because that's one thing that I just started, like, it's one of the advances that I'm working on as one of like, as a more advanced artist, I suppose.
But then, like, what should I start with then as a beginner artist?
Just do a regular G pen with like the same size and everything
Fair enough.
for all of the.
What I
all of the
usually
bits.
do.
Yeah.
That's what I've typically been doing.
Wonderful, then. You're already there. Don't need to worry about it. So once you have your sketch lowered on opacity, you do the line art on a separate layer. And that's why we make the color different, because otherwise it would be hard to know if you are actually accidentally drawing your outline on your...
So the thing is, like, I drew the first sketch, right?
Yeah.
But how do I make the line art look better than the sketch?
Yeah. Sort of messed you up over there since you didn't start out with a pencil, unfortunately.
Well, but even still, it's
But-
still, I mean, the texture will look different, but the shapes of the lines should
Of
look
course,
similar.
Yeah.
But what do
Yeah.
I do when I'm drawing a sketch versus the main line art? Like, yeah, I'm not trying less hard on the sketch, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no worries. Cause with the sketch, you can kind of be messy with the sketch usually. So you don't need to try to make it perfect like the first time whenever you're doing a sketch. So, like the G pen, I know I like to specifically try to do all of my, because you know how the G pen, like whenever you start a line and it kind of ends
Yeah.
with kind of like that slick tip at the end.
A little bit. Mine isn't very prominent. I feel like you have more of that like taper off than I do.
I mean, definitely if you want to try to match the settings that I have on my brush over here, you can. But
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't think mine's as prominent, so, but I do see it, yes.
otherwise, because of course it also depends on like your pressure, how much pressure you're putting on your pen.
Yeah. I've learned how to put less pressure. When I first got this, I was definitely pressing down super hard, and I've learned to be much lighter.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm still pressing down too hard. I might be, but I definitely am a lot better than I was when I first started.
Yeah, so
But
I
then
try
it's
to
like,
like start off light
know
and
how to
then...
make a- I don't know how to make better line art. I'm still having trouble with the oval of his head.
Oh,
And along with the sketch, that this also makes it so
Just so shaky.
you don't need to do the outline for the actual like head that's under the hair.
the stone is making it so when
As
you hit
well?
me hard, I didn't like fully comprehend what that stone did.
I see what you mean. Okay.
So the purple
So that's
stone
So you're
another
doing like
purpose of the...
like top layer first and then bottom layer.
Whenever
Yeah,
I take damage, it
Huh.
makes all of your next attacks while that stone is
yeah, think
active
about it as a
do one
funky
less
sandwich.
damage. Yeah, you select
Like you
the
can
rock.
choose a place to start. Like you could start with like how I'm starting with the hair. And then start with either the head or the eyes.
I'll start with hair too.
Hell yeah.
I kind of like his hair.
Yeah, it's fun.
I don't know how to make it go. Okay, with this type of hairstyle that I chose, how do I form it into the head?
Like form it with the head?
Like, yeah, because you'll be able to see like his hairline. Whereas like with yours, they have like bangs.
Yeah. The way you did it is pretty good. Usually, it'd be easier if we were both trying to draw like a similar thing, but let me see. I'm gonna draw a brief example.
Like, how do I draw like the hairline, I
Using
guess?
latency really makes it
I
change.
do something kind of similar to like either something like that or like
Yeah, it's just all my inputs are a second delayed.
light little lines kind of like that along the edge. You want to try to make them pretty light though, so that they're not like too obvious. Because if it's too obvious, it makes it look a little weird. But
Right.
something kind of like that.
So I don't know how to make this left side of his hair not look weird. Maybe I made it. Did I make it too swoopy all the way over?
Too swoopy. There's no
How
such
do
thing
I-
as too
how do I-
swoopy.
How do I finish it over here so that it goes back into his head when it's all leaning right?
I definitely think that next time we do the session, we should definitely try to draw the same thing, just so that we are both. So whatever you're drawing ends up being similar to what I'm doing, so that way I can guide you a little better.
Okay.
But I think what you're doing is perfectly fine.
I'm doing my best. That's what I'm doing.
That's
Doing
all
my
you can do.
darndest.
That's all you can do.
All right, we're going with that for now.
Hell yeah.
Good enough. It's the least horrible one I've drawn. It's the least horrible line I've drawn so far. I don't want to draw anymore. Of that same line, I mean.
You're like, no, I'm done.
Ugh. When you do line art, do you still use multiple layers for your line art, or do you do all of your line art on one layer?
It depends on the situation. Like, I know I'll make a lot of things like separately, especially if I'm working on commissions, just so that if I ever need to, I can like move stuff around. If they're like, oh, this part's looking a little weird, would you be able to move this like a little bit to this way? I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that since I have all this separate.
That makes sense.
Trying to just hit me with a fucking.
So like I might do all of this on like all the hair on one layer,
Glided over the top.
and then do like the
I
shirt
I
on
still
its
don't
own
know how to draw
layer.
his head. There's still his whole head to draw. And I still don't know how to draw a head.
I would definitely say that you might want to crank up your stabilization, because that will help you out tremendously for like less wiggly lines.
It's currently at 6. What would you recommend?
I mean, mine's at 71, so.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you can try that to see how it feels.
By 30, that's a big jump from where it is currently.
It helps to like smoothen out your lines, so
Oh, yeah.
it's not as like.
Yeah, that does help
Along
a lot,
with it, makes your
actually.
line go slower as well.
That's fine. It's still going like mostly the same speed though. Maybe it's because I already had it at such a low number.
It also might be just how my tablet goes.
No, I meant mine. It still feels like it doesn't feel like a lot slower than how I'm drawing.
I know that might be how my pen is. My tablet works. It might be a little delayed
Yeah.
for my tablet.
Oh, I see what you mean now.
Yeah.
That. See, that one I hit you from far away, I didn't actually hit you. Like, I didn't actually do damage because you have the purple crystal, which makes it so.
Okay, I guess that's not bad. His hair is my favorite part so far.
I see you decided to change the head shape a little bit, huh?
I thought it was a little too big, so... And when I thought about what I want to change it to, I was like, I want you to have like a nice, like, strong chin. So now he's more square than round. I don't know if he has a stronger chin, but we'll see what happens.
Yep. Not a boost.
The little hair bit at the top kind of looks like a little booty.
What?
I'm talking about mine.
It does.
A little booty.
Oh, I made the wall.
I do feel
fall
like
into
now
my
that I know
body.
since the sketch helps me know the shape that I want the eyes to be in, I can draw it in a better way this time. So I'm seeing the pluses.
I'm gonna change mine.
Okay, I'm just gonna rotate this because I can't draw. I can't draw it opposite.
It can
Just
help
gonna
to
go ahead and
rotate it as
this
well.
so I
Like,
can-
I
yeah.
tend to, if I can rotate something more a certain direction, then it'll help me, like, especially if I have it, like, curved like this.
Yeah, that's the one I believe where.
Sometimes I'll feel like I'll rotate for
Damage?
to adjust for my like
And
hand
all
position, but then after I'm done rotating, it's like my brain will auto adjust my hand to draw in a different angle, and then it feels like no change happened.
the- Yeah. I wasn't using
Oh my god.
one that you use a dash, you're about to get hit, and you don't take knockback, and you take less damage. I didn't really use
Oh yeah, that looks better.
It might have helped me in the situations where you were like punching the wall at me. I was mid dash, but
He's gonna be a pretty boy.
So
Very
pretty.
pretty.
So
He's gonna be
pretty.
pretty. He's gonna have a handsome face and pretty eyes.
oh yeah.
Oh my.
If I can help it anyway.
I see why you want to draw.
Yeah.
Yay.
What does anyone want to draw?
Yeah, now my inputs will be smoother.
Oh, my favorite part always whenever it comes to doing any kind of drawing is whenever I finally get to the eyes. Like especially coloring the eyes. I love that part so much.
I feel like his face changed so much, I don't know how to draw his mouth anymore. He's like a new character now for my sketch, and I'm like, I have to fit his new personality. You know what? Lips are too big. There we go. That's
My
closer.
character's looking
God, I
real
don't have the
tired.
ability, and suddenly I'm able to do bullet
There's,
dodge.
yeah, they didn't get enough sleep.
He has trauma for sure.
Oh,
I've done something to this poor guy. That's what I do to all my
That's the thing. Like, I
characters.
love thinking about like the world that this like drawing is in. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's its own little universe.
Just imagine us drawing them right now is making them like they are coming into being right now.
I didn't draw a ton growing up, but I would like every once in a while. And whenever I drew like a really big drawing, like I got really into it, and it was like this whole scenery, and it was like there was like a ton of stuff going on. Like it was like a big drawing for me, right? For some reason, the same thing always happened whenever I got like really into an artwork and spent a lot of time on it, and it was this whole like little universe in my brain. When I felt it was perfect, then I would draw it the whole world set on fire. I was like, yes, this world is perfect.
And now it's
Time to set it on fire. And that's what I did every single time. And I don't know why.
It's because we're
Like when I was really, really proud of my artwork,
it's
I
'cause we're
just like,
evil
all right,
beings.
it's complete now. And now it shall perish, but I don't know
I
why
have created
did
for you. I
that.
have created you just so you can die.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe it's just because it's like this is perfect and there can be no improvement, so it's time for you to go. I don't know exactly what was going on in my head. But it
It's
happened
time for you to
multiple
go.
times growing up, so it was definitely a recurring theme.
either that's completely normal or you're a psychopath.
Eh. What's normal?
That's true. That's true.
That's close.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as normal. Normal is a idea that people have.
That sounds right.
Sounds very philosophical.
It's like, what else did I draw this dude? I took off the sketch because he had changed so much, and I was like, I forgot what else he was supposed to have. Like, this should be on hair. Eyebrows are hair. It should be on the
Eyebrows
same
are
layer.
hair.
Because I've got like 4 layers right now for my line art, so I'm like, which layer should the
Yeah.
eyebrows be on?
I always have my eyebrows separate with my. I usually have my eyebrows with my face, along with because I like having
See, for
my
you,
eyebrows
that
over
makes
my
sense
hair.
since your hair is like covering your eyebrows, but for me, my hair is
Yeah.
like way above it, so I'm like, I'll put hair with hair. If it was covering, if they were close to each other or they would interact, then I would also be doing what you're doing.
Yes.
I-
Hell yeah.
I slid a
I
grounding
basically,
folder
if the
underneath
lines are
left
touching
and
each
right.
other in the drawing, then they're not touching each other on layers is pretty much how I've been doing it. Unless it's like one solid piece that moves together. Like the
Yeah,
outline of
makes
these
sense.
eyes are one
Makes
layer,
sense.
but the inside of the pupils are a different layer,
So close,
right?
dude.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That's my
Advantage.
theory. I feel like that's
Oh,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
I feel it already.
an easy-ish way to do it. That makes
Whatever
sense.
way works for you, you know? As long as it's something that works for you and you feel happy with, then good.
Well, it sounds like art's whatever I want it to be.
I mean, actually, yeah. It's almost like that is what it is.
What?
Holy shit, you figured
There's no
it
set
out.
standard?
Standard.
Yeah.
No such thing.
Do you like going to museums?
Oh yeah, mine knows Stitcher too.
Like art museums?
Any museum, but yeah, specifically art. We can talk about first. I feel like would make the most sense.
I've only gone to an art museum like once in my life.
Oh, okay.
I do want to go to more though.
Wasn't sure if like because you were interested in art,
I would love to.
you would also go to like art museums.
I am more so.
I know they're different. There might be different kinds of art, but
Yeah, like a lot of the ones that I feel like are in museums are either like some of those like Renaissance paintings or like abstract art. I mean, of course, there's
that's
different
fair.
museums. For
Yeah,
different
that's pretty.
kinds,
Those are
but
both very common.
Of course,
you're
it all
correct.
depends. It all depends. And so, how I usually do eyes is very different about how I do my line art because I do my eyes don't usually tend or at least the irises, don't usually tend to be part of the line art.
Yeah.
So they usually go underneath like the outline for the like lashes, underlash. Because my eyes are built of so many different pieces.
I
all
don't
the
think I'm at
time.
that point yet, but I would love to be there someday. I don't know if I'm quite there yet.
Yeah. No worries. That is one thing that we could try learning next time. I could show you how to draw the type
Eyes?
of eyes that I do. Yeah.
Gonna have like the crudest little stick figure drawing, and he's gonna have the most gorgeous eyes.
Yeah.
Stare into your soul, like extra detailed.
What color should I do for the
I do think that
eyes?
sounds really funny though.
It would be really funny. No, just one eye. Just one eye.
Just the one. I can only draw left eyes, no right eyes.
It's like the whole thing about drawing the other eye.
Yeah, drawing the other. Yeah, because that's literally what's happening to me earlier. I'm like, I have to flip this canvas because I can't draw his right eye. Can only draw the left one.
Yeah, I copy and pasted the lash for my right
I
eye.
almost did that, but I was like, I'd see if I can do it flipped before I just copy and paste. I did that on the sketch though. I copied and pasted and flipped it twice.
I'm going with a turquoise. I'm gonna go with a turquoise minty green.
Do you have tips for drawing necks?
Necks?
Necks.
I mean, look at my neck. Usually it's like
I mean,
straight
that looks
lines.
pretty good though.
Straight lines. And then
Straight lines. Did you draw the shirt first?
the shirt first whenever I did my
For the sketch? See, yeah,
Whenever I did that?
mine's turning out pretty differently from the sketch, so.
oh yeah, so how I did my
I
sketch.
guess should I do like the outline of his shoulders first then?
Let me see. Because a lot of my lower body stuff, especially if I'm doing just like a head drawing, usually look the same. Because it's usually, I mean, of course, that also depends on if the person has boobs, but
That's fair. That does
Like-
influence the figure.
yes. So like, anytime I
Oh
have
wait,
any
that
kind
was
of...
a pretty good wrinkle.
Yeah. Very good. This is usually what my bodies end up looking like. It's a very basic, just like, it's a lot of straight edges for the neck and shoulders. Just to get like
I
a
feel
basic
like
idea.
I draw like curved necks. Like you can see here on the sketch, like mine is like curved
Mm.
rather than straight. That's interesting. I don't know how that started for me.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, mine's like a flowy, I guess. That was a bad example, but
Yeah.
like this. There you go. That's how I usually draw necks and shoulders. I don't know if it's good or not, but that's how I usually draw them.
Yeah, whenever it comes to any of this, I'm just like, you can do it the way that you want to do it, because there is no wrong way to do any of this.
See what you mean. I guess that makes the most sense.
Because, like, I can definitely tell you, like, of course, like, the way I do things,
Right.
but that does not necessarily mean that my way is, like, the only way to do it. because that's my number one rule when it comes to drawing, is that like there's no wrong way of doing it. I mean, unless you're wanting to try to be like anatomically correct, then I suppose there's like a couple rules with that, but
More of like a roughly anatomical than a fully, I suppose.
yeah, otherwise not usually a lot of rules to any of it.
I remember how you drew your wrinkle.
My wrinkle. Do you want me to draw you a little one on the side here?
I feel like I was drawing it backwards. I was like, wait, yours was an arrow.
Yeah, I always do like
And mine is like, it's like a line with a V. It's going the opposite way.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait a second, I'm drawing this different than we were looking at it before.
Yeah, this line part that I have like coming off of it, that's supposed to be like the seam of where like most shirts end up being.
Right. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like if you flip the upside down, that's what I was trying to figure out. Since I have like the arms showing, I was like, wait a second. Is it like, oh Lord, is like this? It looks so weird though. Is that right? I can't tell that's right.
Yeah, I mean,
you see how on this arm, like, that's when I realized, I was like, wait, I'm flipping it.
Oh, so it would be the same on the other side, except, I mean,
But that's why I was trying to figure out if that was
on the
I
other
guess-
side it'd be.
wrinkle. I
It'd
just
be
mean
about
it's
like
different from
that.
the arrow, because the arrow would be like this,
Now it's an arrow pointing up.
which looks strange.
Oh, that was so close to you.
I like the little swirls you did for the ears.
Thank you.
Very cute, very cute.
The only way I know how to do them and not look horrible.
I mean, at some point I could definitely show you how to do ears too, because it took me a while to do that, because a lot of the time I just with a lot of my drawings I just end up not doing them because I get them covered by the
You
hair.
just hide them with the hair.
Exactly.
It's a method. It works.
I mean, yeah. Only show them when it's necessary.
Exactly.
When it's really needed.
I don't need to see
Oh, that hit me in the feet.
every detail, just the parts that matter.
I don't need to see blindfold self.
Yeah. Like when you get like a hole in your wall and you just put up like a painting over top of it instead of fixing the hole.
Now that's just lying to yourself, actually.
They don't
though.
need to see it.
If I don't see it, it's not there. It's not a problem if I can't see it.
Exactly. I drew this wrinkle really well once, and then I started second guessing myself, and I erased it a long, long time ago, and I can't draw it well again.
I think
I've been
you're
redoing the same wrinkle, and I'm like, there was a really good one,
it.
like 10 minutes ago.
Yolera, you're overthinking it.
I just want it to look like the one on the left. Why did that one come out so well?
Why don't you just copy and paste it then?
I probably will.
Oh, I thought I cut away.
I'm like, that would save you
I
so
just
much
don't know what
time if you like that one so
happened.
much.
I'm just so confused what happened.
Just do it very thin. Try doing it thinner.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I could just like change the size too.
Or try
Is my problem? Am I doing it? No, that's not my problem.
me over here working on eyes, meanwhile you're over here stressing about like one wrinkle.
One specific wrinkle. And I'm like turning my head like,
We live in two
how do I
different
need to see this
worlds.
thing? And I need to look at this so that it comes out correct.
Yes, blue. Blue babadi babadai.
That's not a wrinkle. That's just a line, but it's not a wrinkle.
Believe in
They're
yourself.
different. There's a distinction. I'll know when this line becomes a wrinkle.
Or whenever you decide to cave and just copy the other one. I would say you could try just taking it a little slower. And try to
I feel like the line
start and end it in the same
out.
place. Yeah, like I already feel like that's already way closer to what you did before.
It is.
Like right there, I'd say you're pretty good. You're pretty good right there.
It is pretty good. I like it. I just don't love it. Or I guess I can move on until later.
I mean, in the grand scheme of
See
things,
how I feel
you're
later.
only gonna see it for like a second.
I'm gonna see it forever.
Only you are gonna see it forever, though, is the thing.
Oh, well, yeah.
Anyone else who's gonna look at it is not gonna even, like, notice it.
No, you're right.
So it's like, no need to stress that detail.
God damn it.
Oh, right. His shirt needs a top, doesn't it?
Next time I could probably show you how to do collars, too. Collars are fun and pretty easy to do once you get used to them.
I've only done collars when I've drawn like suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's done when it's like a
Or, like,
t-shirt like
dress
this,
shirts.
I don't really think of their collar, but I like drawing like suit collars like for nice dress shirts. I think that's nice.
Yeah, I tried to do a similar shirt to what you're trying to do, I think. Where it's like the bit of the collar kind of like tucks around.
Yeah.
So it gives more of like a three-dimensional feel.
I see how you did it.
I somehow killed myself.
Yeah, you did it like...
I don't know how though. I dashed into it
Whoops.
and it exploded. You did it.
You know what? I just realized now adding that. Do you see? Do you see what I see?
Aw.
Do you see what I see?
It's off center.
Oh, I already connected, but I'm fine with
Oh, like your entire body?
Yeah, like his entire thing is shifted. I know I can fix that pretty easily. I only
it's an
just realized that,
angle.
and it's
an
kind of funny
angle.
looking. I was like, wait a second, his whole body is shifted off from his neck. Oh, which of these layers are his shirt? Okay, it's just this one. Yeah, all of the shirt is on the same layer. It's just also on a layer with other stuff, but that's easy. Let me just move this.
Oh, those eyes are really pretty.
turning on the.
Yeah, okay, that's more center.
Yeah. You are also doing really good with that wall.
Actually, is that too long of a neck?
Ah.
We'll see how I feel after I... That might be too. I'll see how I feel after I draw it. Neck might end up being too long.
Yes. There we go. That's nice. Have you watched any anime recently, Alero?
Yes. I typically try to watch what's currently airing. So there's a bunch starting up this weekend, actually, the new season. A couple have already come out with like their first episode
Oh, nice.
that I've started watching. But I mean, last season I really loved well, actually the two that I love the most are actually continuing into this season, but Freeren and
Hell yeah.
Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecary. I don't know if I've heard of that one.
It's super good.
I did start watching Zom 100 recently.
I was watching it when it first aired, but it got pushed like part of it into this season, just a couple episodes, and I haven't caught up with it since it continued airing.
It's so freaking funny.
So I need to go back to it because yeah, I agree. I like it a lot.
It's so goofy. Oh, welcome, Khan. Welcome to the chat. Lovely to see ya. It's been a while.
His shoulders are surprisingly wide, more so than I initially drew them. But in order to make his neck work, they're gonna have to be wider shoulders. And also, I'm gonna have to redraw his collar. But it's fine. Everything's fine.
We made some choices.
Choices have been made. Lines are being fixed.
Doing good. Doing good. Teaching my friend Yolero how to draw.
Every time you say that, I'm gonna do the same thing. What have you taught me so far? Tell everyone.
I did. It almost.
Many things. So many things. So many things. Hard to keep track. I've just taught you so many things.
True. I don't even remember any of it.
Oh no.
That's how many things it's been.
Oh no. I'm disappointed. Disappointed in you.
I've have a better understanding of the beauty of sketching before
you tell everyone
making your
what you've
final
learned.
art. Because now I feel like these are prettier eyes than I would have done with just the sketch, so I'm happy about that. I've learned that no one cares what my little shirt wrinkle looks like except for me. And boy, do I care a lot.
You really do.
Now I'm messing up this color because I keep drawing it at the wrong angle.
Hey, Vic Vampiris, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I'm teaching my friend Yolero art.
Oh yeah? What are you teaching me?
Oh no, you want to tell them? I don't know.
She's becoming
you
a
tell
teacher.
them.
She's becoming like a real teacher now. Oh no.
I'm gonna give you
She's
homework.
turning
and you're
it
gonna have
around
to...
on me.
I'm gonna give you homework, and then next time we hang out, you're gonna have to bring it
No!
forward.
We have to turn something in. Hi, Bunny. How's it going?
Nah, I think I'm liking this position as a teacher.
You're starting to get a taste of the power.
Oh, the power. It's too much. It's too much. This is worth
What have I done?
20% of your grade.
No!
Oh my god.
Gonna get graded at some point. Are you gonna be like, you're gonna like check in with me every like couple months and see if I've been keeping up with this?
If you
My
want me
art.
to, I can.
I mean, it would probably be good for me since I want to learn.
Seeing if you're picking up anything I'm actually teaching you.
I do like the way you did that shirt collar. I'm trying to incorporate that.
I know, even if I lose, so it'd be good.
Also, this is
Yeah,
the
no
first
worries.
time I've really
I can. Here, I'll only use
like
the gray
resized
portion.
and moved around parts of a drawing to make it look better. Like fixing the shoulders,
Yeah.
for example. Like just taking that right part of him to fix it. This is the first time I've done that in a drawing. I feel like that's
No, I think I have the
good practice. Just getting used to moving like just little parts
And
to make them fit together better.
I'm gonna give you a little
I feel like that'll be
a
good
little
practice.
view as to how I did that collar. So you can try to replicate it if you'd like. So like if you look here,
Oh, that's not...
I did like
Uh-huh.
just a line that comes like
Yeah.
a little bit further.
Because like this part goes in the back. That's a good point. I think it's a little bit. These lines aren't high enough, actually.
Yeah. 20% of your grade. 20% of your grade.
I'm gonna have to like move this whole line. Oh, you know, like there's.
Oh my
there's another line.
god.
It's because the other part was already off screen when I lassoed, and so it didn't get caught. There was hidden lines behind the canvas.
Oh my god.
I didn't even know they were there.
Oh my god. That's gonna be part of the grading, like if you have all your layers separated and all like correctly separated.
Yeah, I can't just like separate everything and call it a day. I have to actually do it in a way that makes sense. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's a good lesson,
fell off the edge.
I think. I feel like that's important knowledge to learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep like your hair separate, your head separate, your neck and body separate.
I'm definitely gonna be
Your
doing it
clothing
more than
separate.
that, though. There we go.
I'm like, come on, you need to combine all of that.
You want me to merge them back together?
Yeah, merge them together, then they move as one unit.
And they can, but what if I want to change something later?
You can move it with the liquefy
What if I
tool.
suddenly start hating it?
This is why the liquefy tool is going to be like your greatest asset, because it
A good point, yeah, because I never
you'll
even
be
knew
able to,
about
like,
that
move
before,
it like
so...
this. Like just like completely change the direction of a line without having to like actually like erase it and redraw it.
That does sound nice.
I almost went for a wall.
Yeah, I used it so much because before Clip Studio Paint, I used a lot of Procreate on my iPad.
I've heard that that's a good one.
Yeah, that one is a very good one. That one, along with for anyone who's like first starting out, I always recommend like Abyss Paint X.
Thank you for the
That one's
follow,
always one.
Christopher Estrada. I'm trying to do the back of his shirt now. Gonna follow yours. That he's got this, and then he's got. Whoops. So, trying to make a second
I would say
line that's
try rotating
roughly
the-
equal thickness the whole way across.
I'd say try
is
rotating
difficult.
like this. Then you can do.
To be honest, I need to rotate like this, I think.
I mean, yeah, whatever you need to. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed. My hands are just weird and draw at angles and right at angles unless I'm careful.
Because this is where I like to be. I like to have my stuff rotated like this, just because then my wrist can just go like. I wish I
So
could
when
show you my
I-
hand.
When I write, well, for example, I was taking notes earlier. This is how I wrote,
Yeah.
but it's like I just write like at angles.
you're at a goofy. You write at a goofy angle.
Right. So like when I'm taking notes, like I have to turn my whole page like basically like this. Like this is how my notes are so that I can write straight.
Hey, Alara, do you notice how your text is rotated like that? But also look at what angle your character's rotated at.
Well, there's a reason. Yeah, he's angled that way. Because I tend to draw that way, you're right. I mean, I kind of like how
thank
he's
you
at
for
an
the
angle,
follow.
so I'm not going to change him.
Nah, I like it. It feels more real.
Yeah. How are you doing, Christopher? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, that was the
Are
one
you interested
that
in art?
he just followed me. I
Oh,
think.
yeah?
Yeah.
You think? To double check. I now have too many layers. I almost have the same number of layers for
I
the
have
liner as I
25
did for
layers.
the sketch.
I have a lot of layers, but it's mostly I'm doing a lot of clipping masks now.
Getting better at drawing and practicing art was one of my New Year's goals.
Really?
I say it was a New Year's goals, but I'm just putting it there because it was just New Year's, but it was already a goal before New Year's, so we're just gonna say it's the New Year's goals. I
Oh,
wanted
fair.
to do it
Fair
anyway,
enough.
so here, make it official.
Hell
But
yeah.
did you have any?
Me?
Yeah. Any goals for this year?
I mean, there's some goals that I specifically had that, I know. I do have,
I like
goals
that.
to work
That's a
on
good one.
webtoon stuff. Webtoon or webcomic stuff.
Are you making a comic, or do you just want to make one in the future? So you're like practicing.
Like I'm currently I have a friend that does a lot of writing. So he's gonna make some short
Ooh.
stories, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
try
might
doing,
make
like,
something together.
illustrating.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. So then I can get more practice in, so then I can do my own webcomic stuff, because I have my own stories that I write that I want to draw for.
What
as
kinds
well.
of stories do you like to create?
Usually they have to do with, I know I have that one character that I had pulled up right here.
Yeah.
She's part of a paranormal, webcomic that I had the idea
like
for.
investigator. Does she like?
She's
does
a
she seek out
medium.
ghosts, or does she just attract ghosts?
She's a medium, so she can communicate and see ghosts.
Oh. That sounds
Yes.
cool.
I love her. She's so pretty.
Christopher's got a drawing question.
Oh?
They're trying to improve art too.
No? What's
What
their...
question you got?
What's the question?
Yeah, what's your question?
What's your question? Tell us. Tell us your question. What's your question?
Tell it now.
Speak now or forever hold your
You can
peace,
only
goddammit.
answer if you ask. Why do artists use so many layers? I mean, I can tell you why I do it. It's because I'm not confident in my lines, and I can't trust myself to like not mess them up horribly and need to change them later. So this is just, for me, it's future proofing for my future failure. It's easier to change a drawing when everything's on different layers and not touching each other.
Personally for me, the reason I do a lot of layers is for the fact that then I can be in control of everything and move whatever I want to at any point in case I want to change
Right.
anything. That's because, I mean, I do a lot of commission work, so I need to have that ready just in case someone doesn't like something.
Yeah, so for you, yeah, Daisy is a much more seasoned artiste than I am.
Yes.
So our reasonings differ slightly, but they do help both of us. Because yeah, in traditional art, I mean, you can only keep drawing
Close there.
up, right? I mean, you can think of it like layering the same way, but you can't change your lower layers. But with digital art, you can change your lower layers. So if you draw like a pretty background and then you draw something on top of it later on, you could always go back and change your background later on if you wanted to. But if you're like painting in real life, you wouldn't be able to super easily.
Whoa, mini lag.
Because you can't draw underneath your tree.
Yeah, whatever you do is
You
kind
know what I
of
mean?
what you're stuck with, or at least you
Yeah,
gotta
it's
work with.
permanent.
Either that or paint over it and just start over.
That's true. You could just paint over the whole thing. And I guess there are methods for taking off just a layer or two of paint, but it's much more difficult. A bit more difficult.
Yeah, you should start drafting some stories, Vic. Come on. My writing friend is actually in the chat.
You're right. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the person that does the writing, or the person I'm working with to do a bit of the writing.
You know, if you're going to be the artist, at least for a while, for their writing, you could do, like, I always like seeing pairs like that, and then, like, the writer finding out later that the artist drew, like, little hidden details in the background. They, like, added the little stuff.
Hell yeah.
I just think that sounds fun. You
It'll
just
be
sneak in
interesting.
little stuff in the background that they don't know about.
I mean, I could definitely do that if I want to.
You pushed into something.
Unmedicated
You know those
ADHD.
S's you draw in middle school?
Are you redoing the S?
Alright, so go
Oh wait, oh
redo
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, you know those S's from
Yes.
middle school? That's the design on his shirt.
Hey,
Yes, I recognize.
Those S's.
I fear it. I fear it. All I feel
I
is
guess
fear for your
I just
drawing.
assumed that the sketch was so far away from the current position that I didn't even bother turning it on to see. It's actually not that far off, but it's certainly... I could move the sketch, I suppose, but yeah, I can't really use it as a reference. It's too far away.
If anything, I feel like it's more centered where you're at already, so...
No, I definitely feel like he is more centered with himself. A little bit more symmetrical than originally.
Mm.
He's a bit more human.
green, I have blue. Next is red.
Oh, I love how those eyes turned out. That's so good.
There you go. No.
What did you do? Like, what? I should have been watching more. Those are beautiful.
Thank you.
Last time I looked at them, you hadn't started coloring. So all of a sudden, I just see a sketch, and now it's just super detailed, beautiful eyes. Nothing in between. I saw none of that process. I was focused on drawing the perfect wrinkle for my shirt.
You know, it looks very complicated, but there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know what? Here's
About
my
5
problem.
layers on those
This
eyes.
line is too low.
5, 6,
It's
7.
supposed to be higher since he's angled the other
About
way.
7 layers.
That's what the problem is.
I can't wait to
Now I'm working on.
You have 7 layers for
7
your
layers on just like
line
the,
art?
on the iris at least.
Just for the eye? I mean, that makes sense. Okay, because you've got the... Are both, is, what's it called? The gradient. Is the gradient in one layer?
I have at least 2 different gradients along with
Oh.
the eye
'Cause I
outline.
see, with my eyes, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. I could probably make out 6 of those layers with my current level of eyes.
Oh yeah, do you?
Or when I say eyes, I mean my real eyes looking at art. I could probably make out 6 layers there. And your eyebrows, 2 to 3. I would say 3.
3 layers for the eyebrows?
Yeah. I mean, you might have it all on one, but
My eyebrows are all on 1 layer.
I would, for me, I would separate it into 3, 2 to 3.
For for each line? I think you're a psychopath.
Why I can't? Well, because oh, sorry, I wasn't looking. Not the eyebrows. Sorry, I meant the eyelashes.
I was gonna be like, wait a second. There
I
is,
forgot
like...
the eyebrows were way up there. I was sorry. I meant the eyelashes. I'm so sorry.
No, that's what made me so confused. I was like, wait, what? Eyebrows.
I have it mixed up. I forgot that your eyebrows were like way up there, so I was looking at him like squinting a little bit. Actually, wait, are you drawing a girl or a boy? You're drawing a girl, aren't you?
It could be either.
Okay.
It could be either. It's an it.
No, that's fair. I just realized I kept calling it him, and then I was like, wait, was it even a boy? I think because I was trying to draw a boy with pretty eyes, I looked at yours as a boy with pretty eyes.
I mean, it's kind of like Frisk from Undertale.
So I
Could be
got
defined as either.
And I got Hulk.
No, that's fair. Actually, that makes sense.
Hulk is the telekinesis.
Nazumi, how are you doing?
Go to a match real quick, and I'll just talk.
Welcome in, by the way.
Welcome to the fun times.
I feel like this S was easier to draw in middle school, but maybe I'm just out of practice. Also, I think I cared less. So when they weren't like, when they didn't line up with each other, it wasn't an issue.
Be a little bit different.
And when they were a little bit too pointy of a roof, it wasn't an issue, but it's an issue now. That one's pretty good.
And I can show you everything you can do. Like I can teach you. I'm sure you probably already
Nope. Nope.
You struggling over there?
No,
It's just a no.
You having
For
fun
that
over
line.
there?
That line is not correct. That line doesn't get to exist. It's being deleted from the universe.
Okay.
Does that happen to you? Because you've been drawing for a lot longer than me, but do you like draw a line and then do you get personal with it? Do you ever draw a line and you just hate its existence? Or does that not happen to you?
I mean, there are plenty of times that I struggle with lines, but I've also, I feel like at some point I decided to not care as much.
It's fair.
Just for the sake of progress.
I mean, that sounds
'cause,
healthier.
Focusing on just like where you're at, you do not need to be that close to the canvas to figure out that one line. No one's gonna see that
Caressing
line.
this line. I'm caressing this
Yolaro!
line.
Stop getting... No!
literally just go.
This feels a little sexual. I don't
Here, I'll go
know.
to
I don't know
here.
about this. This is weird.
Getting personal with my lines. We're
I
getting
u-
to know
I
each other.
used to
Look
be
at
like
that. Look at that. Look how
Yeah.
beautiful he is now.
I used
I
to
trained
be
it just
like
right.
that. Like, I did used to be like that with a lot of my lines before. But, then I realized it doesn't
He
matter.
grew up.
No, it makes it so.
Then I realized it doesn't matter because I may work that hard on a line for like a minute. Like work for on a couple lines like that for
minute.
like a couple
I think I
minutes.
spent like 5 minutes on it.
Yeah, I could have spent like that much time on like lines like that, but in the end, like it's easier if you just move on. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck on that line forever.
I know. I don't think I've drawn enough art to care less about it just yet. Because all of these are like,
Yeah.
I'm so early in my art journey that like all of these are my children, you know what I mean?
Because it's not necessarily like you're caring about it less. It's more so just like, not like stressing too much about those little details.
Right.
Because otherwise, that's just going to cause you unneeded stress. When you can be enjoying the journey. The journey.
Yeah. You can go and make more little art babies.
Exactly. Make more little art babies.
So you're saying I shouldn't care about the fact that now that I'm all the way zoomed out, this part of the S looks a little like way thicker than a lot of the other parts. You're saying I should let that go.
Yeah, Perry is
You could probably use the liquefy tool on that.
I'll try. I could try.
You need to make it as almost as big as that part just so you can move it. Otherwise, it's moving it bit by bit will be a struggle.
All right, let's try the liquefy tool.
I'm sorry.
And I will also say that you might get different results compared to me just because your strength for your liquefy tool is at like 70. Meanwhile, mine's at like 28.
Oh, I've never used this again. You told me
No
about its
worries.
existence, so
I
I
did
don't know
tell
about
you
any
earlier,
of the.
but I don't know if you listened.
Oh, yeah, maybe I missed it, or maybe I was just so focused on like figuring out how it worked at all that I wasn't able to comprehend it.
Yeah, I was rushing through stuff a lot, like near the beginning, so
You get back here. You get back
sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
I was like, now we're gonna do this, and now we're gonna do this, and then you're just like, stress. stress.
Ooh, the lines can move. Woo!
That's actually.
It's probably where my brain was.
You're like, ooh.
I was like,
Ooh, they
whoa, look
wiggle."
at that. Look at this. You've taught 5 more lessons, so
I'm like, I just
still
I just
playing
need
with
to
the
relax.
first tool.
Yeah, near the beginning, I was just like, stressing way too much about it.
See, I'm learning art, and you're learning how to become a teacher. We're both learning. We're both going on different journeys right now.
We're both on a similar path. And they're just in different directions.
This did actually kind of work. I'm a bit happier with this S now.
Yes,
It
that's
actually
why
did
the
work pretty
liquefy tool
well.
is amazing.
I was able to sort of figure out that liquefy tool.
Yeah, this is why I said it'll be your best friend.
It's nice. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Makes it so you don't have to redraw lines like 100 times. Instead, you could just move the one that you already have to the form that you want.
I'm gonna spend so long like fixing a line. That's what I was doing the first time. Is I was spending so long like moving around a line to make it look nice. I started to feel like I actually would have taken less time redrawing it over and over and over again.
Oh my god.
So.
I guess it all depends, I guess.
I feel like I can start coloring him.
No, yeah, go for it.
Do you have tips and tricks for coloring?
I'm actually doing it right now. This is that special brush that I have.
Oh yeah, you're using the brush. I do not
Yes.
have that brush. Doing something different.
There we go. I think that's good. That's okay. Okay,
I'm getting a haircut this weekend. Should I get this as my haircut? Or should I get yours as my haircut?
between like my drawing or your drawing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Which haircut
God.
should I get?
I mean, what's your hair like now?
Well, both of these I would consider too short for me.
Oh, really? Is your hair pretty long?
It's not that long, but I just like it past my shoulders.
Gotcha.
So it's not like super long hair.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the shorter side of hair. If you aren't already if you don't already tell by my VTuber.
I have had my hair that short, but I like to be able to put it up in a ponytail. So I like keeping it long enough that it can go in a ponytail. I do like short hair. It just it started to get more annoying to deal with than I appreciated the look, basically.
Do you have like straight or curly hair?
Wavy.
Oh, wavy.
Wavy.
You're in the
Yeah,
middle.
it was really, yeah. it's pretty wavy. It's not like super curly, but it's wavy.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
How do I rotate just a layer?
Rotate just a layer?
Yeah, how do I rotate a layer? Do I just need to do the lasso tool?
If you do the scale, if you do the scale and rotate at the top, the little box.
Oh, this? Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Thank
then
you.
You can rotate it. Yay. And then if you're ever wanting to rotate some of your selections like that from a certain point, you can move that little tiny target that's in the middle of your selection to any point, so you can rotate it from there. Because
I
that
noticed, yeah, I haven't
helpful.
played around with that, but I feel like that makes sense
It can be helpful in some
to
circumstances.
utilize at some point.
Yes.
Come back anytime, Christopher.
Christopher's leaving.
Temporarily.
What a nerd.
Start trashing them as soon as they leave. They're trying to learn art, Daisy. You're a teacher. You're an art teacher. You can't trash your art students.
I'm like, get out of here, nerd. You didn't have what it takes.
Sink or swim in the art world.
Oh my
The
god.
art world is brutal. You better learn that now.
I was taking a drink. Oh my god. Oh my god, you can't hit me with something that funny right out the gate.
Which line? I said so many. I actually don't know which one made you laugh.
The art world is hard. It's a harsh world. Get used to it.
Brutal.
It's a brutal,
It's a brutal
world.
mistress.
Get used to it, kid. Nothing personal, kid. You're just trash. I'm like, oh my god.
Nothing personal. But
Holy
every
shit.
artist that's not me is the enemy. Nothing personal.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal. You just suck.
Is that your tactic? You demoralize them so they give up?
Yes. Either that or they
could
get
work.
so confident that they
That's
come
the thing.
back.
Like they'll most of them would give up, but then you get the just the few that it makes them stronger.
Yes, exactly.
They'll
I'm
they'll
making you
grow even
stronger by
further than they
breaking
ever
you
would have
down.
normally.
I break
The
you
anime
down so you can
protagonists of the
build
art
yourself
world.
up stronger.
My goodness. Oh yeah, you're breaking them down to build them up. Oh no.
This is probably not a good lesson.
It doesn't sound like the healthiest one, that's for sure.
No, we're not gonna worry about it.
I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I'm just saying I don't know if it's healthy.
Nah, that's no problem.
Artists aren't usually known for being healthy though, so maybe it works out. Maybe it all works
I mean,
out.
can you hear me right now?
That's true. It's a good point.
I am
Case in
dying.
point.
Me literally
Ah,
dying.
yes. Learn from Sensei here. Step 1, get a cold.
Yep.
Step 2, open Clip Studio.
Oh my god. Open Clip Studio. Get to drawing, you
Yeah.
nerd.
Step 3, eyes.
Step 3. Draw until
Oh, you don't have.
your fingers are numb.
Oh, you don't have like outlines for your eyes. It's
Outlines?
for the pupils. Yeah,
yeah,
because it's like
'cause I did
you have like a
my-
separate line for like the whites.
I did them separately. That is kind of freaky when
No, I
get
just
rid
mean
of
like
it.
the whites of the eyes are just color. There's not a line for it.
Oh, like the whites being like
Like you see on mine,
Like
like
this?
the except for like the inner, like there's an outline like here.
oh yeah,
The yours doesn't have that like line.
oh yeah, because
It has the top and the bottom.
there's
Because I guess yours would be like this, basically.
There's many anime like styles where
Right.
some characters have like the actual like eyeline attaching, but a lot of the time they have like this type of thing where there's like the top eyelash,
I don't
but
have a
then they
method
have like
for
a
eyes.
bottom
I feel like I
eyelash.
draw them differently every time, and I don't know if I've ever drawn eyes like this before,
Oh yeah?
where
What do
it's
you
just
usually
like
do?
I don't have like a one method I like to use. I like draw them a different way every time. So like I've got like I guess
gotcha.
this eye is what I used today, but then I have drawn like these ones in the past where it's like this. Right? Roughly. And then I've drawn
gotcha.
like the full like cat eyes. He's gonna be an angel at the end of this. He's just gonna have a bunch of eyes.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know.
actually have a
Sometimes I'll draw
accurate
like the
angel plush.
oval with the this. That's what my duck has.
your character looks like they have multiple eyes now.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I was like, now,
They're
yeah,
like a
they just have a
spider.
bunch of eyes. They're all seen. But you know, so I draw a bunch of different types of eyes.
Yeah. And I mean,
don't have
everyone
a-
has
a
different eyes
method
in
for
real
eyes.
life, so
I mean, that's true.
you can do whatever eye for whatever character.
Back up, back up, back up. All right, yeah, I need to color him because I think he's actually good.
Nice. I'm
Oh,
getting
that's
into
not
my
a folder. That is another layer.
I've been already in the process of rendering for like a bit.
I know, I haven't. I was working on line art.
Yeah, I can definitely show you how to render an eye next time, along with we can step by step go through how I do an eye. That way you can try doing my style of eye that I usually do. See how you feel about it.
Yeah, see if I take a liking to it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and make my folder ahead of time for the color so I don't have to move them all into there later. What? Oh wait, this is the wrong folder. Moved to the wrong folder.
This poor
Where's my-
this poor child looks very tired.
Where's the layer I just created? It's an empty layer. Where'd it go? Found it. I created an empty layer
Got
and I accidentally put
lost.
it in a random folder, but I didn't know which one I put it in. It was a mistake. The
Got a
one that I
little
put it in,
lost.
but I didn't know where it went.
You found your way back eventually.
Color. Coloring. Have you been, because I've been watching, have you been making folders for all of your mini layers? Or have you just been letting them
I made
flow
a
on top of each other? Just a bunch of layers.
I do have some like all of this is in a folder. And I usually
That's your whole artwork. You just
That's all
flashed
of
your
that.
entire artwork.
and then I have my outline under here.
Okay.
And then inside here I usually put my entire eye in a folder, but I haven't done that yet. I also have
Right now I've got all the sketch
I also
ones in a layer.
saved my I
got
made
the
a
line art and I just
duplicate.
made a folder for the color.
Nice. I have a separate folder for my line art so I can do colored line art as well later. And then
Ooh, okay, that that lagged so much.
holy moly.
That was some lag. Struggling a little bit with that one. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Maybe I'll make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, okay, that's better.
Definitely, you'll probably have to just, you can take your entire line art that you've made and make a copy of it if you have a folder already made for it.
Yeah.
Copy that folder and then merge all those layers together. So then you have a separate one with all your separate layers, so you can mess with that later.
Were you saying I should have one that's all the line art and then one that's the individual parts?
Yeah, so if you want to color the line art later, you can, if you want to.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one thing I like to do, that I've started doing.
I've never colored the line art, yeah. I do recognize that that's a thing.
Yeah, I did, like, I know your character actually has, like, that blue outline, like, colored around the head.
Yeah.
Like, that's definitely, like, I'd actually, in this picture I drew for the thumbnail, I didn't actually do any, colored line art other than your head because I was rushed and I wanted to be
Pretty
done with it
good.
quickly. Like, I think I have a
Pretty good,
drawing
though.
I can show with, like, the colored line art, though. Better represent my colored line art
Whoops.
thing. I do have the one commission I was working on. Or I probably could just show off my profile picture, actually. That one I did color line art for. Yeah, this one.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I love this one so much. It turned out looking so good.
Really good.
But yeah, if I zoom in here, all the line art is like colored to go with like the hair, the skin.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The Jagga has like purple lines around like the purple part, blue lines around the blue part. Like
How
all
do you
that
choose
type
what
of thing.
colors you use? Do you just go by feel?
So I do know actually a bit of like color theory stuff, but like for shading
Yeah, I
and
don't even have
stuff,
fashion
or-
sense in real life, so I don't know how to give it to my creations.
Like, oh.
Right?
I looked at your green and yellow choice and I'm just like, I mean,
What would you recommend? I was just trying to figure out, I'm like, what would look good with it, but I don't actually know.
I would usually choose colors that, I mean, yellow and green work well. It's just not, maybe not that saturated. Maybe a little more toned down.
I don't know
like-
how to.
Like I'll show you. I can size up my color wheel so I can show you.
I did figure out how
So-
to make the color fill work better, though.
Oh my god, you're so close to your freaking.
Only because there were 2 pixels that were pissing me off.
I'm seeing myself in you, and this hurts.
There were 2 pixels that didn't fill, and I could see them, and it bugged me.
Oh man, it's better if you just ignore them.
No.
It'll help if you just ignore them.
One day.
Please.
One day.
It'll
Not
help
today.
if you just ignore them. Oh my god.
I mean, here's the thing. It's like,
Oh my god.
I don't want it to be like, isn't it complementary colors? Like they're opposites on the wheel, but I don't want pink.
So when I say like tone it down, I usually mean just like kind of bringing it more so to the gray. Like on here, you see?
It just
So,
looks
like,
so
it might be-
dark.
It like just tones it down so it's like not as like loud.
But this is just like
Maybe
dirty
not for the
mustard
yellow.
color.
Not the yellow though. The yellow you just
What-
bring it, you slide it to lighter. Like yellow, I think you don't need to
Should I
worry
go
about
more
really toning
orange?
that down. The green I would say might be a good idea to
I should tone
tone
down
it
the
down
green.
just like a little bit. Just like because like let me see if I can show
To just
like,
make it dark green. I
'Cause,
mean, I
like,
made
this
the
kinda,
color
like,
dark green.
lighter green might be a little more complementary with like yellow like
You said
this.
put it more to. Oh, you mean left, not down?
Yeah, to the left.
Oh, I was going down, not left.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Whoops! I just used the eyedropper on accident. So that color went away. Like that.
Yeah, it should give it like a more gentle look. Like a softer look instead of a...
Now I'm gonna have to zoom in again.
Oh my god.
I only did it that time to mess with you. I didn't actually notice the difference. That time was purely for you.
Oh, how dare you do this to me.
What would you recommend to go with green, or was the yellow only a problem because of how saturated they were?
I'm sure it will work
No,
pretty well.
I don't like that color.
I would probably maybe lighten it up more, so like dragging it across the top. Bring it higher. Yeah, like that. That feels a little better. I would say maybe bring it more to the left.
I think it's slanted. Yeah. I think it's slanted the wrong way, which I didn't even notice until it was colored in.
Wait, the S?
Yeah, the actual S.
I mean,
I guess it's fine.
I think it looks okay. I think it's going like a pretty good direction at least.
See, to the right or to the left?
To the left.
Oh, I moved it to the right. I feel like that's a little too pale.
I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I like the pale orange. It just it looks more pale than the green does for some reason.
Yeah, that's okay. I
I
mean,
feel like this one's fine.
like I said, you do whatever feels best for you. What is this?
Delivery.
Thank you. I don't know what this is, but thank you.
Something went wrong.
Oh my god.
Which line? Which
I think
line isn't? Oh,
you
it's
could
up
adjust
here.
your tolerance.
It's up here. That's what
You
happened.
know, there's a thing on the side of your fill. Like if you look at your tool properties for your fill tool, there's the close the gap, so you can pull that up higher, and it will close, and you won't have to worry about that.
Oh, interesting.
There you go. Yeah, that can help if you do line art that has like holes like that.
I've messed with this in order to get it so there wasn't that gap between like the color and the lines, but I didn't know what all of them did.
They're gone crazy yet? I am feeling so crazy actually.
Why? What happened?
Yalero's driving me crazy.
What's the problem?
She's the best. She's crazy. Nah, you're doing great. Don't worry. It's like a mother talking about her daughter. Oh, yes. You're doing great, sweetie. That freaking nerd.
That's like when that's the tone you use when you're like not actually paying attention, but your kid wants to show you something. It's like,
that's
oh yeah,
nice.
that's great, sweetie.
That's nice.
Go have fun. I'm talking to my friend.
That's nice, sweetie. Go show it to your friends.
Exactly. Mommy's busy right now.
Mommy's busy talking to chat.
Yeah.
Mommy's busy talking to Twitch chat. Do you have like a playlist of like music you listen to while you're streaming?
I have well, so when I'm streaming like games, I'll just listen to the in-game music. But for something like this, art, like an art stream, I have a like specific BGM that I use. It's like a chill BGM, and that's what I was just singing to because I like it a lot actually.
I do have one too. I need to refresh it though because I feel like I'm getting sick of it.
That's fair. I don't see. That's the thing. I don't do streams like this super often, so, or at least I haven't in the past. I've only done a couple of them, so it doesn't get used super often. A funny thing about your art? What's funny? Is it a funny thing you do with your art, or a funny way your art becomes? Yeah, see, like, I don't have... I could do the lasso. I know some people will do... like, they'll lasso the outline so that they, when they color, it doesn't leave. I know some people do that. You have a specific brush for it.
Hmm? Oh,
for coloring.
I do sometimes use it.
Whoops.
It depends on the situation, of course.
How do you get it to... Sometimes it just closes.
Oh, so instead of doing that, you could also use the Alpha Lock tool to be able to color
Alpha
change
Lock?
that. Yeah. It's the little... If you are on the layer that you want to color, or like,
I'm on the layer... Should I do it on the same layer that the first color was on?
Yes. I mean, all your colors are already
Or
on
can
there
I do
right
it
now.
on a new layer?
It would have to be on the same layer if you're doing Alpha Lock. So
All right. So how does it work?
So if you look at your layers, if you go look all the way to the top where you would see to create like your new layers and stuff, you should see there's a little like lock button that also has like a bunch of little squares next to it.
Lock transparent pixels?
It is, yeah, exactly. So now you'll be able to color over that.
Oh.
Well, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much.
That's what that does.
Oh my goodness, you have a long username.
And you'll read the whole thing every time.
I don't even...
I always
don't
shorten
even know
everybody's name.
I'm like, wait.
Like I've just been saying Christopher instead of Christopher Estrada 256.
You said that so quickly, though. Oh my god.
Was that fast?
Yeah. I'm waiting for my... is there an
I have
easier way to
Ninja,
see
but they're
who
actually not so
followed
sneaky
recently?
Ninja. Yeah?
Is there a way to see who just followed? Maybe Twitch activity feed.
That's how it works. Yeah, I did not know that that's what that did
there
either.
it is. Okay.
We're everyone's learning something.
Lulu the Crimson Fox. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for
Like-
coming by.
Oh, it needs to be just a little bit, but it's mostly good. Because I have like these points with the outlines, and like the color needs to extend just a little bit, but not a ton. But I don't know how much it needs to extend.
Yolero.
No, I don't want to do it like this much. I'm just trying to like get a feel for how I want it to look at the end.
Uh-huh.
Because I want it to sort of point, but I don't want it to get too pointy. Like I think this one's pretty good, but I was trying to figure out this one since it was a little bit smaller.
Yeah, this
And it's hard for me to do it just yet at like a distance, like too much. Like
I do think I have something that I could
Can
have
you
you
do
do as
that?
actual homework if you want.
oh no,
So
first homework.
yeah, your first homework assignment. So a good practice for doing that kind of hair for like the outline, because I do think it would help for you to get that kind of point that you're looking for if you did do because like I'm sure you would want to have some like pointier line art, sort of like, let me see.
I mean, I would. That's the thing. It's like this guy, you know, this dude right here. He has pointy hair,
Yeah,
right? But not everyone I draw is gonna have pointy hair. Some of them will.
of course. It's still like I don't have a lot of pointy hair for my characters, but I do also have like I do a lot of curly hair for characters, and this trick will also help with that. But it's just, I would say some good practice for you would just be doing like these kinds of lines. Like perfecting getting like that kind of nice sharp point. Can be really good for either hair or like clothing pieces, like ribbons and stuff.
I like the closest I've ever come to doing this type of shape is like when I draw like a wave. So it's like, whoops, it's like way more so. And also I can't do it right now for some reason.
Like, I would do it almost as if you're trying to draw like a circle or an oval initially, but then it's like half of it.
Right.
But then just getting used to like doing, like drawing it lightly at the beginning whenever you start at the top, but then like just kind of letting it go so that you get the nice sharp point. And I would say, like, it's good to do it in like
Wait, are they
two
separate?
strokes.
Are they separate lines for you, or are you doing one line?
So I'm doing 2 lines. So
Okay.
you do the first
Wait.
line,
Yeah.
and then you do the second line coming off of it or coming to it, whichever is easier for you.
So you're starting at the point for both of them?
Yeah, so either you can start at the point or start at the bottom. Whichever way you feel more comfortable with. Like whichever way you feel like you get more of a point with. Could be easier. I know I did a lot of this kind of curl and or like spike like that kind of thing before. But it can be easier for your line art later to actually have like that all connect. So I can definitely send you like a picture of this to give you a good idea as to.
I draw grass like this sometimes. Now that I'm drawing it more, I realize I'm like, sometimes I'll draw grass. Like I'll just do like in threes, but, or I'll do like this or something like that. It kind of depends. I've
There's so
drawn
many
grass
sharks.
similar to this. If it's a shark, then it's gonna have a thicker back to the fin, so it looks like a fin. You know, like these are sharks. These are not sharks. These ones are sharks because they got that nice thick fin right there. That's a shark fin.
Try doing those in 2 strokes though, instead of 1 stroke.
I don't know why this is so much easier now that I'm thinking of it like a shark fin than just 2 pointy lines, and all of a sudden they're coming out nicer.
The ones in the middle kind of look like dragon scales.
These 3?
Yeah.
It's a paw. You know what I mean? Paw, and he's got the.
It looks like teeth now.
I'm still thinking of it like a claw. I'm just thinking he's got like
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
a little paw with claws.
Aww,
You know what I mean?
the little nubbins.
Yeah.
The toe beans.
Yeah. He's got little beans.
He's got little beans.
He's a feisty little guy.
Feisty little
Look at
guy.
him, so sweet.
Oh my god.
This is why this is what layers are good for, because now I have this pretty little paw and there's a bunch of lines on it and I can't get rid of them.
Oh my god.
Just erase everything around it.
I'm gonna finally
Actually.
throw all that eye stuff into a folder. There we go. And I'm feeling like this hair needs some color in it.
I like how I haven't touched the coloring for my eyes yet. So like you did the eyes first and I'm ending up doing them last. It wasn't on purpose. It's just what happened.
Yeah, whenever it comes to coloring my characters, I always do the eyes first before coloring the rest of it.
Is it because you like eyes?
I love eyes.
Yeah, that makes sense. For me, it's like I don't have a favorite part to draw
'Cause,
yet.
like, the
so
eyes are one of
the reason
my-
I start with like everything else is just because I'm like I start with the main details, I guess. I started with the shirt because I liked the shirt.
Hmm.
And I already knew what color I wanted it to be ahead of time. I just wanted it to be green because that's what it was in my head.
Yeah.
Where's? Oh, I see it. But then I did the body afterwards just because that was the next biggest thing on the picture. So I feel like I do like the bigger things first and then I go in for details later.
Yeah. Which that's one of the things I love about anime a lot is just like how their eyes look. That's one of my
They do have nice
favorite
eyes.
things.
There's some very pretty anime eyes.
Yes.
What color is this on? Keep doing it on the wrong color.
You struggling over there?
No, I'm doing just fine. Doing
Just double
wonderfully.
checking.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. No stress at all.
Done?
There's never been stress.
So how would this hairline, how would you recommend coloring the hairline?
Coloring the hairline.
I sort of did it in like currently.
I think I actually have a character that
I did it in
drew
like
recently.
sort of like this. So it had like texture of hair at the bottom, but I don't actually know if that's the best way to do it. Should I like
Let me
blur it
check.
instead, for example?
What have I
'Cause
done
that's the next thing I would think of.
I know I did a commission for my friend recently. He had kind of similar, like, kind of hair stuff going on. Yeah, here it is.
It's because he's got he's got like
kinda
the very pronounced hairline with the line arts, and then
Yeah.
interesting the like lines.
I know, this one's a really crazy one I did recently. The line art for this
he's
was
got
very
a-
uncontrolled.
because the sides of his head are shaved.
This one was a lot of fun to draw because the line art for this was supposed to be very much like chaotic. Just very like
was supposed
thickness
to be?
in different spots, yeah.
Was it not?
It's deliberately supposed to have like thicker bits in like different parts, like it's supposed to be chaotic.
Okay.
It was intentionally
I see. That's what you mean by it was supposed to be. Like that was the intent for it.
Yeah, exactly. Because like obviously whenever you look at this, it kind of feels like a little intense. It has a bit of an intense feel.
I like it.
And I also made like a reverse part of it for him as well. But
A reverse?
yeah, like an inverted.
Oh, like yeah, negative. Interesting.
Yes. It was an interesting commission to do. But yeah, that kind of line art is fun to do because
Trying to do what you did with your eyes.
feels very just like crazy. It'll be interesting to see how you do with the eyes since you don't really have any information as to how I did them.
I looked at it a little bit. No, I don't want the full eyes. I just meant the whites. I just meant the whites, not all of it.
Oh, with the whites of the eyes.
Yeah, that's
I
all
was
I
gonna
meant.
say, I'm like,
Not the
How you
whole
gonna do
process,
that?
just the whites. The only thing I'm looking at. How long have you been drawing for?
how long have I been drawing for?
Yeah.
I've been drawing for a long time. Like, I've
As long as you can
been,
remember.
as long as I can remember, I've been drawing. I only started doing digital art whenever, oh, when did I do it?
Computers came out.
I think I started, I think I started at... My brother popped in the chat being like, "You're still going?"
Has
We're
it been
getting
long?
close. I mean, it's almost been 3 hours. So it's been a little bit.
Oh yeah, I guess we started a little earlier than I normally do, I guess.
But yeah, we're
How long do
still
you usually
going.
stream for?
I usually only go for like maybe 2 hours,
Oh,
2.5 hours.
My
maybe.
normal is 3 hours. And that's mostly because I hit my bedtime.
Mm.
So I feel like I could easily do much longer streams. I just can't always start them at a time that would allow for them.
I feel like 2 hours or like 3 hours is like my max. Because I'm like, I have, or at least, unless I'm streaming with someone else. If I'm streaming by
Yeah,
myself,
definitely my
then I
longer ones have
can't
been
do it.
like collabs, hanging out with people.
Yeah, because I could definitely go for
That's usually
longer
when it
when I'm
goes
with other
over.
people.
Yeah, because I've done like 4 or 5 hour ones with like friends. Because yeah, it gets a lot easier because you just want to keep going.
Yeah. But then at some point I need to get
What is
something to
happening with this eye?
eat. You struggling over there?
Yes. It's not rounding the way I want it to.
It's not rounding. Have you tried
Oh,
rotating?
that's better. I didn't think that was the problem, but maybe it was. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that was the problem.
Yeah,
I feel like here's the thing. I use this brush because I really like how thick it is.
Yeah.
But I don't always like the way it turns at certain angles.
Yeah. You only like it for how thick it is?
Pretty much.
I mean, you could just resize the gel pen to make it bigger.
Your point.
There's also like the Millie marker. That one also is pretty good.
Which one's the milli marker? I mean, I like the I
it'd be
sort
in
of
the
like how
pens.
it flows, but yeah, I guess I mostly just like how thick it is.
It's in another tab in the pens.
Milli marker.
Yeah, it's in the marker tab in there, yeah.
Oh, I think I may have used this once. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do like that. That actually is nice.
See, that's a good one.
I'll try coloring with the milli. I think I did use that for one drawing I did. I don't remember which one though. And I think it was specifically because yeah, the India was bugging me. The brush pen was bugging me.
Yeah, that one.
So I tried to find a
that
different
fancy
one and then I
is
forgot
a
about
little
it.
More so
Promptly
for,
forgot about it.
like other kinds of drawings. Other kinds of fancy like
What types
Work.
of pens and markers do you like? Do you use pens a lot? Do you use markers a lot? Do you use brushes a lot? That's what I mean.
I usually use the gel pen for my line art.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I did use was it the Real G pen? I might have used the Real G pen for the line art for that other
yeah.
illustration with the
Can't we
varying
use this?
thicknesses for the line art.
Why can't I use the real G pen?
I don't know if you have it.
No,
Or wait, you do
I
have it.
see it
Okay.
right here. It just won't let me use it.
I mean, you have selected a folder.
Oh, you're right. I
So maybe that
selected
would
the
help
folder.
if you
That would be
weren't on
why.
that.
That would make sense. That might have been the reason.
That might help. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's all like the edges are interesting. That's the thing. Like you can see on here, like it looks like it would like start much thinner, Mine,
Yeah, that one
mine's
does
like
have
thick
like
the
a.
whole time. It doesn't have like so much. It has a tiny one. No,
Yeah.
mine's never look as.
I would try like. I would try drawing a little lighter.
I'm drawing pretty lightly. But I
Okay,
have
yeah,
to
I
like
mean, it looks
barely
pretty
touch
good.
this thing. Like barely touch it at all.
It also could be the kind of tablet you're using.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I haven't. I've only used that kind of tablet like once before, and that was a long time ago.
I got baby's first tablet. I like it though, actually. It's really nice. I thought it might be too small when I first got it, but it's actually a really nice size, I think.
That's good. I mean,
Been working out for a while.
those kinds of tablets are a good starter, and there's a lot of like professional artists that do use those kinds of tablets. Like
I think
on
it's
the
funny because
daily.
it's like if you look at my stream, it's like the tablet picture that I have is not the one that I'm using. But there'd be no way for me to like show it because it'd just be like on a desk, I guess. I guess that could
Yeah.
work.
Is it like the kind of tablet that I have?
Basically, yeah, it's pretty similar. It's very similar.
Oh my
No,
god.
mine's just flat on my desk. I angled it all.
It's a lie.
I was born this way, Christopher. That's why my face looks like this.
No, I was born to be this way.
What color do I want his eyes to be?
Um,
See, I feel like I kind of like blue.
yeah, do
Make
blue
them blue
then.
eyes. Maybe I'll steal your blue.
Steal the blue I have.
Well, yours is more like
Blue green. I mean, it started turquoise, yeah.
yeah, it's turquoise-ish.
That's the base color I used.
I want more blue.
Yeah, and if you're using a blue, the shading I would use for blue is like a purple or like a pink. That way to make it have a nice feel to it.
Oh, whoops. This part wasn't colored. That's why it's not coloring in. It was white because the background's white.
And I'll also say whenever you're doing colors for eyes, if you're wanting to add like special shading and stuff to them, I would always start your base color for your eye like lighter than the other colors you might use to shade it. Which I can tell you more about this the next time, like whenever we do the next session. That way I'll be able to get more in depth about how I do eyes and like the kind of fun shading and funky stuff you can do with them.
I think I want his eyes to be like a slightly darker blue, which is why I'm starting with like a slightly darker blue base than like a bright blue.
Then perfect. Perfect.
But I could see it. I would also be happy with it being slightly lighter. Got like a speck on my monitor. I'm like I notice those so much when I'm actually doing art because it's like this color's wrong, but then I realize like it's on my monitor. There's a speck on my monitor. It's not like on a layer on my screen.
You're like, wait a second. My monitor is just dirty.
Is this real life or is this virtual? Yeah, I don't know how to do like his inner pupils. It's a good point.
Like
should they be line art? Well, I just mean like, should they be like black line art? Like, cause yours are like colored.
Yeah, I did like a dark blue for whenever I did mine. Like a dark blue that was on multiply.
Right.
Or like the pupil and the outline around it.
That makes sense, I think. Oh. I cannot draw ovals to save my life.
I turned on smooth jazz. Just have some nice jazz playing in the back.
Like a lo-fi-ish, I guess.
Hmm?
My music.
Lo-fi?
Like, I guess I would call it like lo-fi-ish.
Nice. Very nice, very nice.
I think it's funny though, because like I said, I don't listen to it super often. So when I get to, I'm like, this is some nice chill music. It's my own music.
Ooh, this is nice.
This is some nice music. I guess that's why I
Wow.
have it. But I never listened to it.
Oh my god.
Why do you draw art? So I can listen to my own BGM. That's why I draw art, so I have an excuse to listen to it.
Oh my god.
Help. My poor pupils. I feel so bad for them.
Your pupils?
My pupils. I can't make them awful.
You remember
They're
that
so
tool I
lumpy.
mentioned? You remember that
They're
tool I
so
talked to you
lumpy.
about?
No, I keep forgetting about it.
The liquefy tool?
I keep forgetting about it.
Use it. It's gonna be your best friend.
I just forget about its existence. I haven't known it for so long.
That's one of the
Forget
notes
it
you need to write
exists.
down, that to remember the liquefy tool.
Because it's super useful actually, and this would help a lot. And I maybe could have finished this 2 minutes ago if I'd remembered its existence. Already looks so much better.
See?
That it's already much more of an oval. Still not perfect, but it's far superior. Although I'm currently at the problem where it's like, oh, because I'm not quite used to it just yet, sometimes I'll be like, did I move the line wrong, or is my liquefy not the right size? But I'll get used to it. I'll learn to get better at it. All right, well, he has everything but shading. I think he's ready for shading. I guess technically he already started it since his pupils are essentially shades.
Yeah.
King of Spoons, how's it going? How you doing today? Like, is it bad to say that he looks like a Brandon? Like if I imagine like a
Brandon?
guy named Brandon, like this is him. You know what I mean?
I get it. Or like it
Stereotypical.
feels like a Jonathan.
I don't know why. Yeah, he's like a jock type. He looks nice though.
Jonathan.
He's super nice.
Possibly like a
John Wick. He's John Wick. I don't know if
he's definitely not that.
Oh, he's quite that type. He could be a John though. I feel like he could be a John.
Yeah, he's the basic John.
Or John.
Poor John. He feels quirky with his S shirt, but you know.
I like this shirt. I probably wouldn't buy it though, yeah. Like if I saw it at Target, I probably would not buy it. I'd think about it, and I might take a picture and send it to my friends.
That'd be funny if it had like some text like around the S. Like something goofy. I don't know what you would have, what kind of phrase you were like.
Yeah, I'm trying
you'd
to
have with that though.
Yeah. With an S.
Like snazzy. Or like,
Well, it has to be something Jonathan would say. I don't know if he would say snazzy.
oh, he's definitely not snazzy.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the type to say snazzy. That's the thing. Like every time I see like artwork, I'm like, it's gotta like
cool.
match the in-universe character. Cause like this isn't me, you know. Like
Yeah.
I guess my personality is somewhat existent, but like this is all him now. So in what world does he live in? What shirt is he wearing? When he goes to the store, what does he buy?
He buys shirts like these.
Whoops. Have fun, Spoons. Thanks for stopping by.
He looks like a chill dude. Thank you, Vic. Thank you. He very chill. He, she, whatever they are.
He, she, they, Wumbo.
Wombo. Whatever this is.
See, I can sort of shade. Sort of. Just a little.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
The problem with this is I only want it to multiply the brown, but that is on the same layer as this tan.
Yeah. Alright.
That's not right.
I will say I think I might be ready to end up leaving soon because I need to get something to
Okay.
eat.
I'm almost done with mine, I think.
Jacob is here.
Hello, other friend.
Hello. Everyone say hi
Oh.
to Jacob.
I have the face now. It is
No!
my face.
Stop it!
Is this Jacob? Did I
dare.
draw Jacob?
No, no.
Yeah, I am Audrey now.
No, 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 hey, stop it!
I am the face.
Stop it! Oh my god. He was like, is this Jacob? Have I drawn Jacob? That's what she was asking.
Yeah. Jacob, is this you?
My eyes are not blue, but
And he has black...
Other than that, it's correct?
He has black hair, and it goes to his neck. And it's
12-sided
curly.
thinks this is Jacob.
close enough. Better than what I could do.
Wait, 12-sided? Is 12-sided in your chat right now?
Yeah. They're saying sup,
Is
Jacob.
that the
No, it's-
12-sided?
No, it's not. It's not Jacob. Don't trust those
Seems
morons.
like it might be Jacob.
It's not. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. They'll give you misinformation. They'll lead you down the wrong path.
Sounds like my chat.
Intentionally. They'll lead you down a path to make you look silly. Because that's what they do to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Definitely he, they energy. Yeah. Yes.
You.
You gaslight me all
He,
the
they
time!
Gaslighting isn't real. You made it up.
What?
Gaslighting isn't real. You made it up. That's not a real word.
Oh my god. Did you hear what he just said?
Something about gaslighting? I didn't hear all of it.
He said, gaslighting isn't real. It's not a real word.
Jacob Sartorius. That's a fancy name.
Oh no.
I feel like Jacob Sartorius, if that's his name, I feel like he needs like a chain necklace.
That's an actual person.
I don't know who that is.
Who told you that?
12-sided.
Of course it was.
I don't know who that is. Who's Jacob Sartorius?
Don't. Honestly, I don't really know myself. I mean, I know a little bit, but also,
You don't know who you are?
who's Jacob Sartorius? Yeah, that sounds like the right reaction.
Cool.
Oh god, you're talking about fucking Jacob Sartorius?
Apparently.
12-sided came into her chat saying that this looked like Jacob Sartorius, and she doesn't know who that is, so she
I don't
was
know who
like, "Oh
that
yeah,
is."
that sounds like a good name for this person." I'm like, no. I just know they probably did something bad, and you shouldn't listen to 12-sided at all about it.
You can wear my sweatshirt.
Gross. I think I'm almost done here.
They're laughing by themselves. Over there.
Yeah, he was a like 5 minutes of fame person on Vine, and then he made some songs and everybody hated him.
Oh, Vine.
Okay, he made some songs and then everyone hated him apparently
Because he was.
That's unfortunate.
because he was cringy.
Happened to a couple people from Vine.
His 5 minutes of fame to try to push himself farther than he actually was.
Not all of them made it when they had to move to other platforms.
But like,
Yeah.
not in a way of like trying to put himself out there to build a community, just using the stuff he had to just try to full force create something. Like, it's difficult to explain, or I'm not explaining it right.
Eh. Apparently it was just he was trying to use his platform to get a lot of not try to create a community, but to just be like, I don't know, get popular quick.
Yeah, it was just.
Apparently that's what Jacob's telling me at least, so
I mean,
that's the most I know, but
it sounds like there's a lot of people that could fit that description.
as far as it sounds, it does sound like it was not in a very generous way.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
It was just. He's not a bad guy.
We're not gonna worry about
I'm
it.
sure he's not. He was just annoying, and his songs were also kind of annoying.
Okay. As far as I got from
I don't know
that,
how to
just
shade
annoying,
his
I guess.
hair so that it looks right. Because it definitely doesn't look right.
I probably wouldn't do it like that. That's about how I would say. Let me see. Let
I
me
don't
see
know
how
how
I
to
could
do it.
help
That's-
you. Let me see how I could help you.
You know what? Maybe like should it just all be towards like the right?
Let me get
I'm
a
not good at
quick-
ping pong. No. Horrible at ping pong.
Okay, so I think I'm drawing a quick sketch of what you have there just so I can give you an idea as to how you could probably shade that.
All right, I'm changing up the shading right now. Let me know if I'm doing it better or worse.
No, I think the oh no.
Hate it. Hate it, don't
you? I have feelings. That's all I'll say. I'd probably maybe curve up your shading to like wrap around that the far side over there. And then maybe do stuff maybe like this.
Like this?
Do like those kind of little spikes I was talking about, like, but as the shade.
Just follow just the.
Yeah.
Should they be before or after the? Oh, just random.
Yeah, it's random. That's how, I mean, that's how hair would be in real life. There's
Honey's logic.
there's no form or reason for hair in real life. It just does whatever.
My day
'Cause-
was good, Red Wolf. How was your day?
Yeah, there you go. That's my reference for you.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get the ping pong patch. 12-sided. Still loading.
What's he talking
Maybe
about?
one day it'll install and then I can play ping pong well.
What is 12-sided saying in your chat? I'm scared of what
They're
might be
asking if
talking
I'm a
about.
ping pong master.
Oh my god.
It's always a great day when Red Wolf is energized. You wanna know how often Red Wolf is energized?
Hmm? How often?
Every day.
Every day.
It's always a great day.
Hell yeah. We like the energy.
Alright, how did you do the tops?
So I
Just
shade
since
under
this
the
is
bits.
behind, I would follow like the back,
The back end, yeah.
like this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
'Cause this is like the underside, essentially, for the way he's looking. I need
I would
to
probably
use this.
still do. I might actually, cause
Nope, never mind.
imagine where your light might be coming from, like, in real life. Like, if it's
I'm
coming from
bad.
above, then that part would probably stay light.
Mm,
And so, like, the part that is draping over the hair would probably be
see
the
your
part getting
point.
dark.
see your point. Cause yeah, if this lower section is shaded, then the light was probably from above-ish.
Yeah.
So it'd be more like maybe some of this is shaded, but not a lot of it. But it'd be more like
Like, it would be a little bit,
brain
like,
processing.
like, come back to, like, the reference I have right here.
Right.
Like, it would be a little bit overshadowing what you already have going on there, but then there would also be some still like I'll erase this real quick just so I can show you again. But like there would be a little bit underneath like the tufts coming up, but then there would be like a little bit
That's what I'm thinking, like, I'd probably have, like, some, like, here, but not, like,
because most of the shade is gonna be just
continuing.
underneath these spikes.
Right, so, like, this one that's, like, super under it, it would make sense. I didn't do it on the same layer, that's why the alpha won't work right now. Don't worry about it, I'm fixing it.
Yeah, that's when you would do a clipping mask on specifically the hair.
That's another thing I don't really know how to use effectively is the masking.
Oh, that's something I also use all the time.
I know that that's something that's like very powerful when you learn how to use it right, but I don't know how to use it. So that's something that would be good to learn, I think.
You probably could actually turn that on right now and it would go over top of it.
Oh, Red will flex your hair, they said.
Alright, so if you look at the top, since you already have that layer selected that you have your shading on,
Mhm.
the clipping is that little box at the top that's over another box. It has little dotted lines.
Yeah,
It's right next
I
to the
don't know how
reference
to
layer.
use it.
If you just click it right now, it'll be over the top of your art you already have, though. Not that one.
What?
Wrong one.
Oh.
That
Which
was
one, this one?
that was the masking layer, but it's the one right next to the reference layer.
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, this
So-
one.
Yeah.
I forgot this was a
If you try coloring
thing.
now, it will work similarly like the alpha lock works, except it's on its
It
own
won't-
layer.
It won't let me erase. Why won't it let me erase? Wait, what did I do? What did I what did I
wait.
do? Wait, was I on this one?
Oh,
Oh, it's because no, I know what it is. Because I accidentally clicked the transfer to layer below.
there we go. Okay.
That's what happened. That's why it wasn't working. Which I guess that works. Then then I could just do the
Okay.
alpha lock that way.
Try doing the clipping now. Yeah, there you go.
All right, now it should work.
It'll work the same way that the alpha lock does, except it's on its own layer.
That's really nice.
I love how some drawings look already good without the shading, but once you put the shading, it's like, wow!
Yeah, dude, same though.
That's the rendering process.
It's insane.
At first, I thought you just had access.
And welcome, Christopher Estrada.
You don't.
I like those like videos I'll see online where it's like someone drawing and it's like they get to a point, it's like, oh yeah, that drawing's definitely finished, and then they keep going, you're like, no, what are you doing? And then you get to the second point, it's like, oh yeah, now that's definitely finished, definitely better than before, you did good. And then they keep going, you're like, no, you're ruining it. And then you get to a third point, it's like, that's definitely finished
It's
now, it looks amazing. And it just
it's-
keeps happening, they
it's
keep
the
adding
meme-
stuff, and
It's the meme with the
continues to look
upgrade
amazing.
keyboard button. It's like the upgrade, wait, go back.
Yeah. I'm always amazed at like,
Unlock the.
because sometimes the process is like so weird, but then like how it's used and then how it turns out, it's really cool. It's interesting.
Wait, is this the same Christopher that I was like, nerd, get out of here?
Yeah,
Oh.
they didn't listen.
They stayed whenever I said go
How does it make
away.
you feel? No, they came back at one point.
Oh, okay. Maybe they didn't hear me then. I didn't say anything. You think they'll believe me?
Yes,
Good.
yes, I do. I think they'll believe you. I think you're in the clear.
Oh, phew. Oh, phew. Thank God. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about you or your family.
One of those is true.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I will take no questions.
I think this might be my level. No, I could do his ears.
If you want to do it, go even crazier, you can put some of that shading underneath the eyebrows as well.
You're so right. I thought you wanted to end stream.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
Oh, then why are you telling me to draw more then? what I meant.
I don't know. I don't know. Why did I do that?
I'm too
I don't
excited
know.
by the art.
I'm just like, you could
Oh,
also
look how
do
good
this.
Look how good his ears look now, though.
I know. It's so good, isn't it?
Well, not anymore. I messed it up.
it's funny actually, cause so this isn't the first time I've actually like taught someone anything about how to draw, like how I do it.
Yeah.
Because I have done this type of thing with like both my brother and my sister, and
What is the head?
it's
The best
It is
student
really
so far that you've taught.
cool. A best student?
Yeah, who's the best student so far?
Probably my little sister.
Alright, I'll have to try
Because she
harder.
did exactly what I told her to do.
Well then. No mind of her own, I see.
It's because I was showing. Because, I mean, drawing from reference can be good. I mean, it's completely okay to try different stuff of your own. I mean, I encourage it. But you can learn a lot from also just like drawing from reference.
No, that makes sense. I even do that sometimes.
Like,
Or
even,
not,
like,
because I
tracing-
wasn't like super good at drawing, but I would do that. I would do that every once in a while. I do like reference drawings, and I do enjoy it.
Yeah, and also like at the beginning, like tracing can also be a good practice, as long as of course you're not passing it off as your own like.
Right?
art,
Yeah,
it
that's
can
what
be
I've heard
just good
too. Is that
practice.
it's a great way to learn. Just don't try to take credit.
Yeah, exactly. You already know. I don't need to teach
That's
you
the thing,
anything
like-
else.
Because even the like my Halloween costume that I drew for myself, like I use that as a reference. Because it was based off of a character, so
Yeah.
I mean I had it like open and I was using it as a reference. I did not end up tracing it, but
I see.
Yeah.
I was
and
proud of
it's
the
like-
chains though. The chains came out really nice. All right, I did his eyebrows.
Very nice. Very nice. You did very good job.
Thank you.
Very good, very good. This will now conclude the drawing class.
I'm gonna name him real quick.
I feel like my character feels like they would be like either something gender neutral or like Finn. This feels like a Finn.
Oh, the stabilization needs to go back down.
I mean, Finn's
straighten.
pretty gender neutral actually.
My guy's Matt. His name's Matt.
I thought it was
It's
Brandon.
Matt. Not anymore. His name's Matt.
Matt.
He could work as Brandon. Maybe one of those is his middle name.
Brandon.
Can,
Matt.
wait, can Brandon be a last name? Maybe his
John.
name is Matt Brandon.
Matt Brandon Spencer. Matt
He does look like a
Brendan
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer's his last name. Yeah, so next time I'm thinking next time I can walk you through just doing all the crazy eye stuff I do. That way you can give that kind of anime-esque style a try.
I think that sounds
But,
fun. Oh, you even did
yeah.
a background.
It was just yellow with some white stripes. With some white lines.
It was just, you say. That's all it was. Just some yellow and some white.
Just some yellow and some white here and there.
Yeah. That's all it is. I got my other
my
random
God.
doodles too that I did. These are staying on this canvas.
Oh, I believe it. I'm keeping the random hair I drew.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
I need to
that.
write down that last note that you gave me. The whoops. Liquify tool. There you go.
Liquify
remember.
tool and rotate. And then
Well, I was already using rotate sometimes, but yeah, I guess not all the time. But you know what? I should just write clip to layer below. Lock transparent pixels. Were these the main points? Were these all the big boys that we learned today?
liquify tool, clip to layer below, lock transparent pixels,
Oh
erase
yeah.
along edge. Oh yes, stability is very good.
Yeah, changing the stability.
That can already like help so much with any pen you use, especially if you want nice, clean, crisp lines.
You learned how to use the quick access panel.
Yes, yes, yes.
And yeah, I guess you're right. The scale rotate at the top.
Is there anything else? I mean, you already knew how to use the reference layer.
Yeah, that's true. We did talk about that. That's one I already knew, but
Yeah.
people may have learned it.
Yeah, and there's a couple other things I could think of that I can show you how to use next time. Of course. There's like so many fun, like, have you messed with any of the 3D models that you can import on?
No,
Clip
because that's
Studio?
the thing. It's like I know that those would be super useful, especially for perspective mostly, but then also just for proportions as well. But I didn't know if I was good enough to start practicing that yet. So
I mean-
I haven't started, but they do seem really cool.
Oh yeah, I've been using it quite a bit. It's definitely very good since a lot of the time whenever I'm trying to get poses for anything specific, I have to go through Pinterest for forever to find exactly like a good reference for what I want. So it's very nice having an actual like 3D model, being able to like move it around and everything. Move it to exactly how you want it to be. Which is funny because I actually did use a 3D one for this one. I would show it if I could find it. If I have it in a certain spot. Oh, that might be
It's
it.
pretty cool.
Yeah, you can kind of see it there. I have it in the back there. Which, that can be so helpful for hands. Because hands freaking
No, it's
suck.
definitely cool.
Because hands are such a pain in the ass to draw. And that definitely helps.
No, I just want to move her leg, not the what? I want her leg to move.
Yeah, it takes
Just her
a little
leg.
bit, it takes a little bit of practice to get used to that. Get used to how it moves.
I just clicked the wrong thing. I'm like, I'm pretty decent when it comes to like moving around 3D models, but there's so many options for this one, which is really nice. But yeah, I just need to make sure I'm clicking the right thing.
Get some practicing. Along with, you can find free poses that other people have already made in the free assets area that
That's true,
Clip
you're
Studio
right.
has as well, if you're looking for something specific.
Oh, that's how you just move the whole thing around. Okay.
Yeah, and then you can also get the model closer to you with the third one to the right.
I'm kind of curious now if you could use like a 3D mouse on this and what would happen with it.
Like just kind of grabbing at something and then just pulling it around.
Yeah.
I mean,
That might be interesting.
like, let me see.
I'm just spitballing ideas here. I'm gonna
Oh,
erase
no
this for
worries.
now.
I fell down.
All right. I just realized I didn't save once during this whole.
The way
I didn't save a single time.
you would
Oh no.
Yeah, you should probably save then.
I didn't even like at the very beginning. I didn't even create a thing. I didn't save a single time, literally, but not even like before I
Me
started
neither.
trying.
I mean,
Doesn't even have a name.
I saved it now, and I was actually going through the process of saving and exporting like a picture, I did take a PNG of like the hair reference I did, along with those line strokes I was talking about before for your homework.
Oh yeah. Well, what is my homework? All right, tell me my homework.
Okay, so I
Before we
would
go, tell me
say-
what my homework is.
Let's see. Where's the picture I was talking about?
Is it those shark fins? Was that it?
Yes. And I'll send you the picture of the ones I made for reference, along with, you can definitely try messing around with hair stuff as well. Try shading crazy stuff like that.
Shade. Hair. And you're gonna send me pictures to what?
Oh, there's that.
Oh, just for reference.
Yeah, just for reference, to get a little bit of an idea.
All right. Here's my to-do list.
The shark fins are definitely, I would think of them more as like curls or like spikes. Like curled spikes.
It's a puzzle. Ah! I did it.
And like with those, I would try to make sure that they come like with a point. Like a nice sharp point. Taking it so seriously.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here's my homework.
And
I
yeah,
got to
just
work
like
on.
maybe try drawing a couple things from reference as well.
Keep
Because
adding
that's
on
also,
more.
if anything, I'd prioritize that over shading hair.
When walking forward,
Like any type of thing to get you could even try doing some tracing if you want, but
it's like, I don't want this responsibility. I don't.
I mean, of
Nope.
course.
One sec. There we go.
Extra credit.
Is tracing. If I cannot accidentally click my eyedropper button.
Know whatever the fuck this is. Yeah.
There you go. All right, so there's all of my homework. I'm not accepting anymore.
I was just saying random stuff and you were just like,
I know.
okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. It was a lot
This
of
was
fun,
a lot of
though.
fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on and teaching me, helping me learn.
Yeah, it was fun. I was a little stressed at first because I was just like, wait, how do I do this? Wait,
It's okay.
that's not right. Ah!
art is a journey. It's a process.
Yes, yes. We both went on a journey here today.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a lot of fun. We'll have to do it again soon.
All right.
Yeah, you just let me know whenever you want to. I can let you know maybe sometime next week if
Sure.
I'm not too busy.
I'm gonna be busy for like the next month or two. So
Oh my god.
I'll work on, well, cause I'm moving soon, and I don't know how long that'll take
Oh.
to be like settled.
Okay.
But I'll work on my homework during that time at the very least.
Okay. You
And
just
if I
let me
feel like I'm
know
making progress, then
whenever
I'll
you
let
have
you
time then.
know. It could be during that time. It could be later. But I'll work on my homework in the meantime.
Yeah, no worries. You just let me know whenever you have time, because I'm not gonna be too busy since everything at work is like calming down since it's after Christmas, so we won't have too much craziness going on for a little bit. So I won't have as many
Congrats.
shifts.
Congrats then.
Yeah, I'll be able to chillax. So I'll have some open time.
Alright.
Penguin Heisters.
Yes. All right then.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you also learned some useful tips today.
Yes, yes, yes. Thanks so much for popping by, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Bye.
All right, see you guys later.